Hello, welcome to the channel, welcome to the show. My name is Karsh the Goblin, and this is Saints and Sinners, our Descent into Avernus Baldur's Gate game in D&D 5th edition, which I know when I said that was totally opposite in order. It's a D&D 5th edition game, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, Saints and Sinners. I think that's the right order. I'm a little confused, but welcome in. This is our 34th episode, The Light from Within. So, hi everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
That was perfect timing. As soon as you went to fix something, Lorian, that's when we changed over. Perfect.
I forgot to turn on my mood lighting. I'm very neutrally lit right now, which will not do. So at some point you'll have to excuse me as I fumble around with my mood lighting.
Hey, you gotta be dark, ominous, and evil, otherwise it wouldn't be hell.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
no, exactly.
Surprised you haven't got a little fake fireplace in the corner yet.
Just the LED lighting.
No, just a
fair
real
enough.
fireplace. You know, I'm an arsonist.
Yeah, well, just set fire to the curtain behind you.
Well, I think it was Snoozy that
I'm
had
a little bit of a paro, I must admit.
Snoozy had the candle right underneath her. She was talking about having like lighting. It's, oh no, I'm doing it right now, and it's like had a candle right underneath the face with the flickering lights. Hi, yay. This is our Saints and Sinners game. This is our Descent into Avernus. We're all in hell, and we're all going to die. That's pretty much the short of it. We have Syrinscape in the background. There it goes. Syrinscape in the background for audio.
One day you will.
We'll get out of hell.
One day you will announce this show without saying we're all gonna die. One day.
It's been done. I just won't tell you which episode.
I mean, we're not necessarily in immediate danger right now.
But also not necessarily in hell.
Yeah, I feel less I feel less like we're gonna die than when there were a bunch of dragons on our tail, and we didn't die then. So, but also, I don't want to get too complacent.
Yeah.
No. Complacent's bad.
And
Yeah, that's.
and one of our
when
players
we die.
did a mysterious fortitude roll and is now infected with something which we don't know about. So
It could just be a hairball.
it could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Do Genasi actually get hairballs? Or are they water balls or fireballs?
Fireballs.
No.
Like burp. Oh, fireball. Sorry.
Well, because I think don't hairballs because cats ingest the hair. I think when you ingest fire, you just cause damage to yourself, and when you ingest water, you just hydrate
Drink.
yourself.
So which one of the characters has reflux? That's I think the question. Is it an acid reflux, or is it a fireball, or is it like a lava reflux? Which one?
And water genasi are all about that acid, so.
Yeah, we are acid resistant. But
Is that why you do?
don't-
Is that why you do more acid? Is it?
yeah, well, I was like, I'm gonna build a sorcerer, and then I was like, well, genasi are acid resistant, so let's go with that theme.
Yeah. And don't do acid, people. That's bad.
This is what happens in our pre-show. We actually started on time for a change, so we haven't got our pre-show
Yeah,
jitters
so
out yet.
you actually get to tune into our rambling crap.
We do this anyway. Watch any of our shows. The first 15 minutes is this anyway. This is more of a pre-show style thing.
Yeah, true enough.
But welcome in. As I said, we have Syrinscape in the background. It's amazing. They're not a sponsor, but check them out at Syrinscape.com. We are using the actual Baldur's Gate ones, plus we're using some other audios. And what are the other audios we're using, Lorian?
So included in Roll20 are tracks from Battle Bards and Tabletop Audio, which I'm going to be splicing in tonight.
Fantastic.
They have some, as I've not gotten my personal campaign set up with Syrinscape yet.
And we also have a donation system. We get dice if you donate to us. Pretty much that's it. If we don't spend the dice quick enough, then if someone else gets a donation, they get it. And it goes up in scale. That's pretty much the easiest way of putting it. The things are over there underneath Lorian for the details, etc. And yeah,
Don't
Mr. Live.
currently have any of those.
No, we don't. We don't.
No lifelines.
No, and they're not as much lifelines as we get for, say, the Pathfinder systems we do. So, but Mr. Live Producer, would you like to do your intro while I do a Twitter shout out thingy, because I've totally forgot that in the
Yes, I was
countdown.
about to say, I was going, go reblog something. Wait, it's not there.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi, I'm Mr. Producer, but you... Hi. I'm Mr. Producer, but you can call me Producer, MLP. I play... I did this last time.
You tried to do it in Emi's
I tried
way,
to do it. I tried to do
It
it.
just doesn't work.
Doesn't work. No, the pain. I'm Mr. Producer. I'm playing a Dwarven Barbarian Ranger, Burlock Unguard. And yeah, we're in the midst of a tomb where light is not our friend, and one of our people in our party has decided to ingest some light. Don't know how it's done. You just drink some light beer, maybe. Del?
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I'm playing Reservoir, the Water Genasi wild magic sorcerer who's currently in denial about all of that. But it's probably going to slap her in the face pretty soon. This is great. This is fine. Look, we found cool magic shit, and that's all that really matters. That's all I got. Will? We can't hear you. Oh no, why can't we hear you?
Oh no.
You're not muted on... Oh no.
No? The lights got him. We can't hear you.
We got nothing. Oh.
Interpretive dance. Can you do it as an interpretive dance?
You guys
There we go.
Yes.
No.
Don't do that, Karsh. I hit you.
It turns out my mic's been unplugged since I joined the call, guys. So, I haven't been able
I
to
just
speak for the
thought you were being
last...
quiet like normal.
I've actually been talking this whole time. I just thought people were just ignoring what I was saying. Perfect, amazing. Yeah.
I always ignore what you say, but this time
it's different. This is a technical issue. Yeah, it was unplugged since... Regardless. Hey,
Friends
everybody.
don't ignore friends. We did,
Yes.
apparently.
My name is Will. I'm playing Ashe the Fire Genasi Artificer. Hopefully today everything works out, and I've been affected by something. I don't know what, but it is with a nasty, nasty Charisma save of a -1 or a flat 1. Yeah, last time I remember we had a bunch of crit 1s, didn't we? It was really bad.
Yeah, I
Horrible.
think Karsh got 3 in a row, and I got 2 in a row.
Karsh got 3 nat 1s in a row on 3 attacks in a turn. And then you got double nat 1s on an advantage roll.
Yep.
That's rough, buddy.
So terribly worth using that ability that gives me advantage.
Inspiration.
That's funny.
So
I'm the
worth
only one left
risking
if-
turning myself several years younger again.
Oh yeah, she's like 11 now.
Well, okay, she appears 15. She's 32.
Secret to eternal life,
How's
actually.
puberty?
A blessing for some.
How's puberty?
A
Again.
blessing for some, hell for everyone
Oh,
else.
we need a tavern. We need to get back to the real life, like to the real world, like to get taverns so she can't
That'll
go
be
in.
at the end of the campaign.
Yeah, but we can't go that long because we don't have a pram. By that stage, we'll be in like the...
I can turn myself older. I just keep rolling odd numbers.
Let's see.
I think it's my go. Hi, my name is
go ahead.
Karsh Goblin. I'm playing Warwick, the broken old soldier who somehow is a paladin. And he's refinding his morals after prolonged sobriety, which is really, really annoying. And after meeting a god and having another religious experience with an angel or something, it's a whole thing. No one wants to talk religion, apparently. It's, oh well. Another thing is, I always forget to mention, we also use D&D Beyond for our, on the overlay if you're watching live, so, if you're watching it live, you can actually check out our character sheets and what they are and who they do and blah blah blah. So it should be just above here, and you can check out the characters. We don't do an update live on stream, so if our hit points go up and down, they don't change unless people are still doing that. But generally speaking, we don't. Otherwise, you can at least check out the characters. And if you're on YouTube right now, like, subscribe, all the bits and pieces. Write a comment down below. Like, what did you like? What didn't you like? What can we do better to entertain you? Because that's what we're here for. Entertaining you personally, whoever you are.
Yeah, Jim. Definitely you.
Not Jim.
Fuck no.
All the other people.
Fuck Jim. He still owes me money.
All the other people except for Jim.
Yeah, Jim's also owe me money. That's my fault.
Of course, talking about Jim from Acquisitions Incorporated.
I owe money to Jim. Well, actually, I owe a role-playing book to a Jim. I think I still got it. His role-playing book. Lorian.
Hi, I'm Lorian Ross with now appropriate evil GM lighting. And I'm going to be your Dungeon Master for tonight in this episode of Saints and Sinners. Although, I'm not quite sure this is Descent into Avernus, as we are currently running through a homebrew module which I have plugged into the adventure, which I'm very excited for. I've been working very hard on up until about 10 seconds ago. So, yeah, I'm very excited, but I am constantly trying. It's a weird thing because, without giving too much away, there's so much you could do which is already prepped. There's so much you could do which isn't prepped. So it's kind of just like a rush to see, like, if they go this way, great. If they go that way,
and last week we did one rune and we didn't even finish it.
Yeah. So that's partly why I'm less concerned now, because you guys are taking your time.
We'll be here all year, folks.
This time next year we will have gone into 2 other rooms. Oh, MLP's betting on 3. He got a lot of faith in us.
3 is a lot. That's more than 2. More than 1, actually.
I admire your ambition.
I'm hoping on the quick way, which is like TPK because it's a homebrew module, and it's like TPK. Okay, fantastic. It was just the dream sequence, and we go back to, that's what I'm hoping.
It's
But
all
hoping
a
for my
dream.
module to be over, that's not very polite.
No,
You
he's
know
hoping
what?
that
If
the
it's a dream sequence, that's fine because I won't turn into a 15-year-old.
But you also wouldn't have access to all those pretty magical stuff.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, that's evil.
that's a hard
Which
decision
one?
to make.
Oh.
Which one? am I
15
hoping
years,
for?
puberty,
No, I don't.
or magic.
I don't want us to die. I want us to live.
So you don't want to go to a bar ever. Well, you don't want to go to a bar for another 5 years.
Yeah, well, unlike literally everyone else in this party, Reservoir is not an alcoholic and was not an alcoholic.
And we're trying. We're trying. We need to splice some
it's-
genes. Alcohol genasi is still a possibility.
Work in progress.
So you say there's a chance.
There's a lot of magical research here. Just might be in the wrong spot.
Anyway, shall we start?
Anyway. Yes, are we all ready to jump in?
No.
Yes, let's do it.
When last we left the party, Ava the human monk, Ashe the genasi artificer, Burlock the dwarven barbarian, Warwick, human paladin, and Reservoir the genasi sorcerer, the party found themselves delving deep into a mysterious structure in search of the Archmage Mordenkainen. An individual whose request they need, whose help they need, and for whom they have been on a long and arduous quest to retrieve the blood of the goddess Tiamat, no less. However, they returned to his tower to find him missing, and so, on the instructions of a cryptic programmed illusion left by his Arcanoloth research partner, ? You found yourselves in this strange structure where warnings were placed about the light and something strange about the light within this place. You encountered Mordenkainen's study and read through extensive and cryptic esoteric notes detailing various different elements of evil creatures from other planes to mathematics and botany, strange combinations like that. And then you ventured upstairs where you found some sort of laboratory and a fiend, a Hezru, seemingly consumed by burning radiant light. After an encounter with 2 shield guardian sentries and dispatching of this Hezru, you catch your breath and find that Ashe has a little bit of a glow about her. And that is where we resume.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank the gods we were able to deal with that Hezru. Oh, don't want to see those sick toad creatures again. Shall we open the chest that everyone told me to open?
Well, I think it'd be...
No one told you to open that.
That's not how I remember it.
I said look at the chest, not open the
No,
chest.
someone said open the chest. I remember specifically someone saying, open the chest and figure out a way we can stop blah, blah, blah.
No,
You know.
I said, can you check out the chest? I didn't say open, I said check it out. Check out is the better way of putting it.
I mean,
yes.
at the risk of completely jinxing ourselves, the last time it was open, those things came out and we've already dispatched of them. Might as well see if there is something interesting in there.
That's the better way of putting things.
Can I
Just
We've done the hard
knock on
work.
the wood of I'll knock on the wood of the desk by me. It's like,
Can you reach a desk?
Turn order still up. Just wanted to point that out. Opening the chest with turn order still
3.
up.
I'm
4.
no, I'm 15. I don't know how I haven't grown since I was 15. I was 5'2" then, I'm 5'2" now. So I'm saying that Reservoir stopped growing at that age too.
Can I go look at the chest and inspect it for traps?
Yep, sure. Make an investigation check.
Sure. At disadvantage, I
Oh,
believe.
actually, with with Warwick being right there, does he get advantage on investigation check?
No, I refuse to let Warwick help me.
Okay.
Warwick, do you have proficiency in investigation?
I will be checking right now.
I do, but I'm not investigating. I'm not helping.
Nope.
I mean, you
Just
can give
intimidation.
assistance.
I
I'll
can
give
intimidate the lock,
assistance.
but that's not going to do much.
So, regardless, it's a 13.
Hmm?
You look over and you do see where some sort of mechanism, which had already been broken when you had hastily tried to open the chest beforehand, which is now broken, and you see the arcane glyphs which had previously adorned it dissipated.
Look, now you broke it.
Presumably the defense mechanism for this place already activated. You don't see anything further.
Broke it, moved it, whatever, it doesn't matter. Can I just kick it open? Just use my foot and just use it to lift open the lid.
Okay. You kick it open. And inside you see
I grab hold of him and shake him quickly.
collection. Do you? Was that a joke?
That's a joke.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I kill Warwick!
It was all a dream.
Inside, and you see a selection of esoteric tools and implements. Strange bits of metal, some of which look like items of experimentation.
What does that do?
As well as other things you can't quite put your finger on. There's a jumble and assortment of. It's kind of messy, but there are look to be tools, medical equipment, as well as bits of paper and writings and scribblings of sorts.
What does
All
that
kind
do?
of just
What does that do? What does that do?
What does that say?
What's this? Ash, what's that? What's that?
We've found a wizard's toolbox.
What can you do?
Wizards are more. I mean, I think we all know that wizards have a curiosity, things that they want to do, right? So, I mean, obviously, they're not doctors. So I'm assuming that this is for. I mean, this is the reason why that thing wanted to die. Doing something.
You said that some of the papers have writing on them. Is the writing in common?
It appears to be. You kind of pick them up and look through, and it's strange. You recognize the script. It's the same shorthand that Mordenkainen written in his diary. You recognize some of the cursive, but strangely, you can read some of it now.
Oh. That actually might be useful and help decoding the diary.
Odd.
So
It details lists of different creatures. There are paragraphs on humanoids, fiends, devils, demons, and Yugoloths, aberrations, beasts, monstrosities, and each paragraph details the process of acquiring, containing, restraining, and experimenting with these creatures, these individuals, with regard to how they are affected by the strange light present in this place.
bored now. Let's go somewhere else.
How does it say the humanoids are affected?
There comes a point where you read further to maybe understand the effects, but the writing loses meaning. You hit a block, you hit the end of your understanding of this text, and it's strange. It confuses you because objectively, from just looking at it, there seems to be no visible difference between the style of writing from what you can read and what you cannot. But yet there is a difference because the meaning jumps out at you on the early sections of the book, but as you continue, it seems to get more and more complicated.
Ashe, does this make any sense to you?
Not really the expert. I mean, infections are infections, right?
I'm gonna lie down.
I just mean deciphering it.
You point out, Reservoir, Ashe, Reservoir points out a section to you, which goes, you see details of how humanoids, at first, a sort of a glow manifested within the body, seemingly on the smallest level, on the smallest observable levels of magnification, and gradually grew. And some of the early effects you could see of this were increased sluggishness of the body and mind, but yet a more, and as it progressed, a greater response to magical healing. But then your understanding cuts, and you cannot read further.
I'm just lying down. I need some sleep.
Oh.
And so Ashe can read part of the section that I can't. I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that either, Marco.
Ashe appears to be able to read beyond what you could. Yes.
Okay.
Just saying things about whether it can do other things. I mean, it's an infection of some kind. You can't read this? It's pretty clear cut.
I will just it's a bit weird. It's almost as if all the meaning is sort of lost on me after this point. The words themselves.
Can I? It's not really a roll to see if anything's amiss. Well, it's like, well, this is just something that we found.
It looks. I mean, it's not a different language. It looks like the same cipher from the diary.
Oh, it's completely the same.
With the symbols, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can decode it if we spend some time on it.
Yes. Maybe I just have a bit more cipher. I mean, you know more languages than I do, so. Can I see if? Can I examine it to see if with Arcana to see if there's any difference? Maybe it's magical. Maybe only certain other people can actually read it.
And if so, can I assist?
Sure. Yep, by all means.
Okay.
Lorian, can you up your voice mic a little? You're a bit quiet.
Arcana.
Is that better?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Natural 20.
29.
29. You focus on the writing. And you kind of extend your kind of magical perception out, almost in a kind of a minor detect magic kind of way. And there's something there. There's something, but it's not a school of magic you're familiar with. It's not. It doesn't feel. It feels unnatural. It feels like something is. If you get the sense that something is granting you the ability to read this, and that for some reason, there's a correlation between your ability to read this and perhaps what you just encountered.
Would I have known that I was being frightened of it? Would that be more of a mundane thing, or would that have been a magical thing?
You were. That seemed to be mundane. That seemed to be just an instinctive fight or flight response. You don't get the distinct impression that was anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Just looking down at it and just kind of thinking, maybe I'm just a better wizard. I don't know. Could be it. It seems that it's just a bit easier to read. I mean, I think given enough time, both of us can read most of what's in this book.
Do you think we should go back to the diaries, see if we can decipher what's there now?
Yeah, we can cross-reference it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you open the diary?
Mm-hmm.
Where once an unintelligible cipher, now for both of you, or at least for you, Reservoir, since you're the only one who looked at it before, the words now jump out.
Ash looked at it before because I showed her the symbols and we were nerding out over them. And
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was not aware of that because at the time, Ashe, you would have been able to read it.
Okay.
But now, the word you see, a diary, a historical record of events. The first entry reads as such. I have discovered rumor of a strange village in the northern side of the Sword Coast, where the individuals of this town appear to be granted unnatural longevity for humankind. At first I thought little of this. It would seem to be nothing more than maybe a historical blood relation with maybe a more longer-lived race such as the elves. However, rumors reached me, stories of how the individuals of this town would act strangely, as though little time had passed for them at all, while years passed for the remainder of the world. And in addition, how the individuals of the town seemed to be blessed with extraordinary resilience and capability and youthfulness. Intrigued, I set out to investigate. And that's the end of the first entry. Second starts. The town is perplexing, to say the least. I found among it an old wizard's tower, which has long since been abandoned, with no records inside of any of its previous owner. The residents of the town say it has been abandoned for years. One thing I do note is the town's main export are gems from a particular mine. The miners appear to be able to harvest an entire day's worth of gemstones in but a few hours, showcasing that same extraordinary strength and resilience of the people of this town. I wonder if whatever is causing the effects is centered on that mine. Entry 3. I have gone below, guided by one of the miners, and I found a strange, what looks to be a temple. The interior is of a stonework the likes of which I have never seen before, which frankly disturbed me. And there was a doorway, through which led to a sort of grand entrance hall. However, an uncomfortable feeling presided with me there, so I decided not to press further without properly equipping myself. In addition, members of the town advised against my goings in, for apparently many who have ventured inside fail to ever return. It is closed away from the rest of the inhabitants of this town for that very reason. There also appears to be strange lamps, odd structures of glowing rock with a very deliberate air of transmutation magic about them. I shall investigate further. And that's the last of what you can read.
And it goes further into just the cipher that is unreadable.
The cipher that is unreadable to you. However, Ashe, you can read further.
I read further.
Fourth entry. I have set up residence temporarily in the old abandoned wizard's tower. But the strange thing is, when I left to return to my residence to collect, read books, etc., to make a temporary setup, I was still in the same week as which I had entered. Barely any time had passed at all. Seems to be that the longevity of these individuals is not one based on their personal strength, but rather a compression of the flow of time itself. I marvel at the possibility of this ability, and I must investigate further to see if I could harness this for myself. To think, if one could perform years of research in but a few months, the possibilities for advancement of civilization would be unfathomable. And similarly, if this capability were to be harnessed by the wrong hands, years of planning and machinations could go undetected in but a few days. This is something I must keep secret. Entry 5. I have been approached by a strange individual. She calls herself Tara, a human woman who claims to have knowledge of the structure and arcane practices. Detection spells reveal her to be no more than a humanoid, although I am well aware of the magic aura spell which could mask any such creature. I will agree to work with her for the time being, although I will be, of course, very cautious. Of note, the stars in the sky around this place seem to be somewhat brighter. Nothing I can draw any connections to yet, but something of note to remember for later. That's as far as you can read.
And is it signed by anyone, or does we assume it's also Mordenkainen?
It's not signed, but you could assume that.
What do you think about this reservoir? Is it a bit strange? I mean, it is research, obviously. Also, you're muted. It is research.
Yeah, sorry. People were being loud outside my apartment. Yes, it sounds eerily similar and yet somewhat completely opposite to what's going on here. I mean, the townsfolk at this mine seem to see us as the people with greater longevity, whereas the townsfolk in the diary here are the ones who appear to, have longer than natural lives. I don't.
Is it time?
That's me getting mixed up.
Oh, okay.
The diary would have read, strangely, the folk, visitors and merchants to the town would notice that individuals, particularly the young, would grow up at faster than average rates. That's how I misremembered it. Sorry.
Time travel is the pain.
I should have written this all down, but I.
Oh
Okay.
yes, of course, yes.
Time travel.
Yeah, it looks like crossed out on the margins. He fixed what he said.
I mean, it sounds. I mean, it may be an account of finding this place. It doesn't mention the darkness, like.
Darkness, light.
We've seen. It's humanoid seems normal. It seems in stark contrast to what we saw above this mine, but.
I mean,
perhaps that's more recent to Mordenkainen. Like, if they grew up quickly, the first time, like when this first entry was written, it could very well have been generations ago for the people of the town above us now, but only weeks or months or years ago from Mordenkainen. So much could have changed for them. It might actually be a recent development, the darkness. And I mean, it's just a guess. I mean, the mine, the discussion of the crystals, it seems so similar to this. I just wish we could read more of it.
Read more of it? What do you mean? It's all legible.
That's what I mean. But when I first looked at this, I couldn't read any of it. I mean, my plan was to sit down and hope and pray that it was in common and try and decode it tonight, but I haven't done anything of the sort, and now
It might
at least these first few entries are perfectly legible. Are there dates on the entries?
On a pit. There are. And they're dated. They're dated not too long ago.
Okay.
They're dated about 4 years before where you are right now.
That would work with my theory.
4 years, that's more than enough time for things to change and for the current generation to most likely think it is the new norm.
And not remember how it was before.
Yes, most likely. I mean, we don't know how fast exactly how much time goes by, but the issue is who is she?
Well, we do kind of have an idea of how long things go by.
If it
2
stayed
days,
constant, is what I mean.
If it. But there's nothing that suggests that it shouldn't have. So, okay.
So, a couple of points of interest. She, and even a modern Kynan, did not make this space. Something he stumbled upon. Something different.
Yes. I mean, it's got to be the story of how he found it, and sort of thinking back. So 2 days, prime material plane or any other plane of existence, because I'm just going to assume, or Reservoir is assuming that this is a completely different place. 2 days normally is 1 3/4 month here. I mean, 4 years, that's... If you consider, like, each day being almost a month.
It's generations.
Yeah.
Almost millennia, in fact. Actually, centuries.
Exactly. It fits with the theory. Fits really well with the theory.
Interesting. Well, let's try and find some other clues. I think finding who she is very important, because
Zatara, yes.
wasn't alone, right?
Well, the Arcanoloth followed him. I wonder. I guess it depends, because if she was mentioned in one of these entries from 4 years ago and she stayed, she may be long dead, but she may not be. I think the only way to really know that is if we can find her name in one of the older entries, but...
Well, these are just words on a page, much like other things. I think we put this away for now. And I guess we just continue to explore this place. Still don't know the reason why he's stuck down here, or stuck in here. But, yeah, hold on to these if you can.
Of course, yeah. We'll sort of tuck all the papers together and put them on there. Look to the others in the room.
Warwick's lying on the table with a botany book over his face. Snoring.
Are you laying next to the cadaver too?
I'm on this table.
Oh,
I was tempted to moving the cadaver, but I couldn't remember if there was any of the light stuff on the on that
you
one. You
decided, let's just move the surgery tools.
Yeah.
We're just lying down on top of them.
Burlock's just using the warhammer as a prop for his head.
You hasted us all.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, they're
right.
exhausted.
Yeah. Would that be constituted a short rest? With all the information?
Short rest is an hour.
Oh, okay. No.
Only
I'm-
talking for maybe 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay. So you
Do
see
you
this.
want to rest?
I'm fine for the moment. I'm 91.
There's a cell over there if you want to rest in it. Looks quite comfortable, you know.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? There's a large corpse in there too to rest on as well.
No, smelly.
If we
Worse
want to
than
take a
me.
rest, I mean, I can spend this time copying the language spell into the book.
Sure, maybe
don't
we can
mind.
take a rest.
There's
What's
a bed
that?
downstairs.
Some of us are a bit. Oh, there's a bed downstairs.
There-
We're right directly above.
Pause,
Yeah,
dude.
there is another staircase over there though that I saw.
Yeah.
Sort of
Over there.
point it out.
Shall we just look
Fine.
quickly at the staircase and see if it leads to somewhere that seems dangerous? Because we don't want anything sneak up on us, right?
Fine. I walk towards the staircase and have a look.
Okay.
Little look-see.
You peek up and it spirals upwards, and you see a hatch at the top
Mm-hmm.
where you could kind of open it and sort of climb up through.
I say there's a hatch.
Is it
Do you want me to
closable?
I
Is it-
assume so.
It's currently closed.
All right, then we should be fine, I think. I mean, is that locked or unlocked? Can you push on it?
Pushes on it. Stealthily.
All right, you push on it, and it make a stealth check.
Just to check if it goes up or not, or down, or whatever.
16. I mean, you're careful to kind of push it open, but as you kind of push, it catches you off guard because you would expect there to be some kind of resistance from the weight of it, but it just kind of whoosh, opens rapidly. And without you having to push it at all. And then you look up and you see a familiar tunnel to the one you entered in.
I see a tunnel. Can I see?
The same kind of
dangerous in there.
the same metal plated walls and the same torches, but upside down.
Oh no.
The flames burning downwards.
Warwick? You
I'm
haven't been feeding me
sleeping.
your rock. You haven't been feeding me your rot gut again, haven't you? The
No
torches
comment.
are burning upside down.
Told you not to eat those. Well, don't eat anything down here, so that's all on you.
There's only one. Reservoir.
Are you just still looking? Are you just still looking at this point?
I'm still looking at this point.
Okay.
I'm not going in. Reservoir, you might want to see this. Oh, before Reservoir comes in.
Burlock, if it's upside down, hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding on. Can I
Just
roll
in
a
case.
investigation check to see if anything else is in the room that I need to be aware of, like something which potentially is moving?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Okay, perception.
Eight. So what happens is you come from the small hole in the ceiling you look through. You can't really see much, so you kind of poke your head up through to have a look around, and your beard just goes like this in your face, and your hair just goes upwards, and you can't see anything. You have to like get it off, and you have to like go back down the hatch before it falls down again.
Gravity's weird.
Gravity's always weird. That's why you go to the pub at the top of the hill so you can roll down back home afterwards.
Well, I was trying to find something, and I put my head out, and then my beard went up, which is down, but yeah,
Told you to
no.
hold on.
I like to imagine that you're still like at the top of the stairs and no one else is there, and so you're just like going like, and we're like, we can't see you.
Yeah, I can imagine that too.
Hey, Kashara, want to have some fun?
Find fun.
Flying without flapping your wings. If you could get yourself in between those two areas, you could just stay there in mid-flight without having to move. You'd be falling up and falling down at the same time. It'd be like drinking, really.
I don't know if it would even work that way.
What are you doing to a poor little imp?
I'll have a look. She kind of flaps up, and she kind of eyes you, Burlock, and then kind of flaps, and then as she kind of like flies through, whoa, she like flips in midair, just like catching herself, and then she's flying upside down now from your perspective. Oh, this is weird. This is where we came in. You're in the ceiling. Look, I see the trapdoor, I see the weird trees, and I see the creepy ghost things. I'm coming back. And she flies up.
Yeah.
Or from your perspective, down before, and she actually at this point falls and falls onto the floor.
If I saw that was going on, could I try to catch?
Yeah, easy enough. You kind of like grab hold of her and help her right herself. Thank you. This place is fucking weird.
So that was the original hallway we came into here. That's weird.
Damn, I wasn't there to see it.
Do we know for sure that it was the original hallway? Because
it could have been an exact copy, but
exactly.
As far as I can tell.
Well, I'm just thinking, we went into the hall and then we touched one of those crystals and everything changed. So was that still the same hall, or was that just a copy? And if that was one copy, then why might there not be more?
This is hurting my brain.
Did any of the smart people actually get some chalk and write where we were?
I mean, we can just just throw a rock in there and we'll just go check later.
Has anyone got chalk? Has anyone got something to indicate it or something?
I have pieces of statue that I have in my bag. So I have a rock. It's fine.
I mean, but just think about it, all the different dimensions. What if that's another one of them?
I mean,
sort of with all of the different shapes and things like that, what if that's simply like the next progression or something?
Upside down is not really where I want to be, but I mean, it's fair enough.
I think once you're there, Kashara, does it feel like right side up after you're in there?
Yeah, it does. It feels, being in here, that looks like an upside down room. Going up there, when I went up there, it was like you guys are upside down standing in the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's like that backwards reverse thing that we encountered before.
But isn't that some of the new magic-y stuff you're reading?
Theoretically, it could be. The from the spell book that we found, it could be dunamancy in some way, shape, or form. I think we're looking at gravity as some new school of magic, but I didn't see that necessarily in connection with this mine specifically. I think it was more a different material plane, but it certainly could be.
Still think we should mark it.
Sure. Just mark it.
Alright, are you just throwing the statue pieces
Yep.
into it, or you...
Just a few,
Okay.
yeah.
You throw them and you just throw them up and it goes... and clatters against the floor or the ceiling. Of
Is
what you
there
see
any
this room
chalk
to be.
or anything?
And it just stays there.
Is there any chalk that we can use in here or something?
What are you trying to write?
Just to mark this is blah blah blah.
Right, but once you're in there, you can't fly. How do you plan to get back to the ceiling?
But the main thing, wasn't there something about like the reverse spelling of everything, like the reverse image? So if you write something and it's the opposite, then we can say that this is the same spot, but it's opposite.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Do we have chalk here? Does anyone have chalk?
I mean, we can just write on paper and drop paper in.
But I don't mean dropping it in, but more like fixing it to that trapdoor, or
Yeah,
like
actually writing it onto some of the
or on the
fixtures.
wall, right,
Yes.
right on the other side of the trapdoor. Like reach in without falling and write it there. That's what I was thinking.
There's probably chalk back in the room.
I mean, you could just carve something into the wall too with the sword.
Yeah, I don't think
I've
I
got
have
spare
any
daggers.
chalk on me, but it's a common magical component.
If you write something,
I would say chalk would be included in a component pouch if you have one.
I do.
Oh, there you go. You would have chalk.
Okay.
Yeah, just write something on the stone, or just reach in without falling and just write something like upside down lab, etc. Or that way, if we come from the other side and find us, like, well, we've got an indication or something.
All right. I will carefully walk
I
up.
will hold on to Reservoir
Kind
if
of-
she lets me, just to make sure she doesn't fall.
Reach your hand and
Please
head
do.
up above.
Yeah.
And it's a bizarre and slightly nauseating sensation as the top half of your body is being pulled upwards and the bottom half being pulled downwards, and it feels, it's kind of, you're kind of getting a bit of vertigo. The balance in your ears is being thrown completely off, and it's just kind of a bit, but you draw something hastily on the ground in front of you before you duck back in.
Damn, I was hoping you vomited in the middle.
I appreciate that you wanted me to do that. That's very kind of you to say.
Look, as a player, I wanted you to vomit in the middle. That was pure as a player.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that in character.
No, that was pure as a player. Sorry.
Okay.
Really wanted the Kashawa flying in the middle was in character.
Yeah. That was horrible.
Your
Right.
penmanship's
well,
not that bad.
Anyway, are we gonna head back down to the room?
But which way is down?
I point to the staircase that we came from.
Damn. Let's go. Let's get some.
I
don't feel
appreciate
good.
the attempt at humor.
You'll pick up yourselves, head back down into the study, where blissfully the stench of that Hezeru is greatly abated. And you're taking a short rest.
Dibs on the bed.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to be studying while we're doing this anyways.
I'm gonna be copying the comprehend languages scroll into my spellbook.
I'm going to be studying the botany book. It's covering my face and I'm sleeping on the bed.
Right, it's make an investigation check. Oh right, oh, it's on your face. Never mind.
No, actually, let him do
Osmosis.
it anyway. I want to see if it.
With disadvantage. With disadvantage.
Yeah, I want to see this.
I had
So
a
you
friend.
turn to the perfect page.
I had a friend who was studying biology through osmosis back in high school. She failed, but hey, the thought was there. Oh my god, the theory was there.
Literally just kind of lie back, curiously open it, and just drop it on your face and go. go to sleep.
So for those lurking and just listening, not watching, that's a 1 and a 20 on the disadvantage roll.
Yeah, that is a natural 1 on one and natural 20 on the other. Don't see those very often. Right.
That's gold.
At 1 and 5. Also, 1 in 20.
Ashe.
Yes.
As you're kind of focusing on the reading, you ever get, when you look into like a bright blue sky and you have those little floaties swimming in your vision?
Mm-hmm.
Those are appearing, and they're a little distracting because there's something. They're quite bright, not like shining, but they seem to be more visible, which is it's off-putting. It's kind of like keeping you from like reading something. You have to like blink a few times, but it's there. Just one of those floaties, but just slightly iridescent.
Just rubbing my eye and just... Is it appearing even when my eyes are closed?
Yeah, it is. Just faintly. Like a weird prisoner's cinema effect.
What the... That's strange. I ignore it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hit dice back. Go in.
So yeah, no, that's a long rest. So you can spend hit dice in a short rest to gain hit points, but those are lost until a long rest.
Yep. So back to 1 and 2.
Used 1. Used 2. Okay.
Okay.
Shit. All right. Let's see.
An hour passes, and no discernible change in your surroundings. Just the dust. It's very dust. It's the lack of dust in such a seemingly long abandoned place is also strange once again. But you catch your breath, and you find yourself rested without much of an issue.
All right. Is everyone ready to go? Bit of rest up for the little people who have, some need to catch their breath. The old people, actually.
I do think it takes me 2 hours to copy it. Sorry.
The old people need rest.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Are you done resting, old man?
I'm done resting. Wait, what's wrong with Reservoir?
Still copying.
She's been working on her thing for a while.
No, she's not the same Reservoir that we came in here with.
I mean,
What?
we all went through that mirror change.
Yeah,
Look around.
but you look a bit. You look less. You look like you need a lot less rest than we do. If the old people need rest, is what I'm trying
I
to
wasn't
say.
hit at all during that fight.
Are you sure?
Am I sure that I was not attacked by the Hezru or one of the creatures? Yes.
Have you looked in the mirror recently?
Is there a mirror in this room?
Make an investigation check.
Just obviously, is there? I'm not looking for a mirror. I'm just.
Not obviously, but
yeah, I just
there's
gesture around the room.
The seemingly broken lamp that sits in the corner, like the ones you've you touch to get in this place, but with its lights gone out. It has a sort of glassy, reflective sheen on the surface of its kind of gemstone / glassy surface.
I just sort of gesture around, like, where would I have looked in the mirror lately? We've been in hell, and...
Just saying, you might want to look in the mirror before we try to go into a tavern. You look like... How can I put this? You look like you just entered marriageable age. And not the mature reservoir we met before.
Yeah, processes for a second. Time is weird here. It must be some other magical effect that's going on.
And yet it didn't affect anybody else.
You know what? Let it lie. It's rude to ask a woman her age.
It is. But in this case, that's trying to hide old age. This is the opposite.
Again, it's rude. We're not word genetics. We don't know how they age.
Nasty's age
We
is the
keep
same as other
remarkably, well, maybe for you, but we keep remarkably well hydrated. So,
Fair enough. My skin is always dry. I'm not gonna lie.
Ashe, is it rude to ask a woman their age?
That age? I mean, I don't care.
See? Ashe doesn't care.
Ashe is Ashe, so...
Ashe is literally glowing with age.
Are you trying to ask my age?
I'm just concerned that it's not going the right direction.
I mean, she looks exactly the same. I mean, sure, she's got a couple of stress pimples here and there, but I think that's just because we've been down here too long. That's it.
That's... just, yeah.
Let it go.
Okay.
Goes back to copying.
Never argue with a teenager.
Burlock gives Warwick a side
quietly, visibly, but quietly, but doesn't say anything, recognizing this.
Don't stress, you'll just get more pimples.
Your healer will remember this.
Reservoir just like that.
Yeah, she does like that.
Catch is, I am the healer.
Your haster will remember
you
this.
have healing.
Ooh.
Shots.
More than you know. More than I use.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm just
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting I got cure wounds myself because I could actually.
I think
I'm pretty sure
everybody has
but
cure wounds.
Ava can heal.
Everyone has some kind of healing.
Because we didn't have a cleric.
Well, Ava can. I think monks have an ability where they can heal themselves at some point. I don't know if she would have that.
I think that's one of the Tasha's abilities. You can spend key points to heal.
Yeah.
But only yourself.
But yeah, she can't heal others. The rest of us can at least heal others. Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to survive, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It
certainly helps.
So, are we going up or are we going down? Or are we going up and down?
I think we should check to see that thing that we did before.
There are also those rooms out there, if we wanted to look through that.
Oh yes, the runes. Has smart people out figured out the runes yet?
No, the rooms.
Oh, rooms.
True. Also the rooms as well. We can try and see if those things are working. I think we have a bit more information now, at least.
I feel like we have 4 options, right? So we have, if we go back into, I did not mean to open the dice roller. We go back into this room that's through this door here. There's a room to the left and a room to the right. There's also the crystal, if we wanted to try messing with that again.
Oh yes, let's mess with magic.
So there are 3 options there. Or the 4th option is we go upstairs and then up
Downstairs.
through that second thing where gravity gets reversed.
Let's not play with gravity and let's try to do something. Let's play with some rooms, shall we? Open
Sure.
some doors. Remember, they're all trapped.
Yes,
Explode.
if I remember correctly, the one on the left was lightning and the one on the right was fire, I believe.
Also, the one on the right had that creepy ghost thing behind it.
Right, yes. We already opened that one. So did we want to try the one on the left?
Can anyone take on the electricity?
Opens the door, raging.
I mean, we can try and get out of the way in time.
Can't use magic.
I mean, magic isn't all powerful, but yeah, we can try.
I was
Really long rod. 10-foot, 20-foot pole.
A rope and just try to pull.
Rope will do.
You know what? How much rope do I have?
I got some.
All right. If you tie it on there, I'll pull it. Oh, actually, no, you'll be wrong. It's a push and a pull.
Mm-hmm. Hide behind this table
we can always just
upstairs.
try and duck out of the way as fast as possible.
Or, disarm it.
Or there's tables and chairs and stuff upstairs we can use for to protect ourselves. We could just dump all the books here and set up the bookshelves.
No.
I do have a few dispels left.
No. Leave your spells. We need them for later. So which door do we want? Left, right, bottom?
Well, the right was the ghost. The bottom is where we came from. So really my apologies, I said 4 options. We have 3. We have the left door, that's lightning that we haven't gone through. We have the crystal, and then we have upstairs again, gravity thing.
Oh, Kashara, which one would you suggest? Talking to the
Fucking
answers.
don't ask me.
Which doors has the DM prepped? I think is the more question I was asking.
I don't know.
Right, I'm all available.
Did we open the lightning one last? Have we already opened the lightning one?
I don't think that we did. Did we?
Don't think so.
But did,
Right.
I can't remember because I know I think Ava might have opened it.
Yeah. Because I think that was originally our plan, because she's a monk. She's really good at getting out of the way.
And we're all
Ava,
impulsive.
can you open the door?
She goes, opens, and clicks in, and it just opens. Apparently the magic had already been triggered and had not been rearmed. So is this the one on the left you're opening?
I think so, yeah. That was the lightning one, right?
Okay.
That was the one that we had not seen the weird ghost behind.
You open the door, and you see a dense collection of plants, and trees, and flowers, and shrubs, all growing in a tangled mess in a room that continues on. You see off beyond a fountain, bubbling up water with one of the crystals embedded in the center. One of the same lamps, and surrounding it just trees of all kinds of varieties. You see ash, oak, birch, but you also see palm trees, and you see fir trees, and you see cactuses, and you see Burlock, you see snowflowers back from your home. Just all kinds of strange, different combination of mismatching vegetation.
Reservoir,
Dad?
do you need my book?
I was
Some
about
botany.
to say your book might be useful.
It may have a few pages missing. I did need to go to the toilet earlier.
That's more information than I needed.
Well, first off, these flowers shouldn't be growing here with palm trees and cactuses. This is...
No,
We're
no.
underground. They should not be growing here. Period. Simple.
Is there light, like sunlight,
yeah,
in here?
If you were to walk on through, you'll kind of get the gist.
Oh, trepidatiously. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Everything went black.
Hold on. That should not have happened.
She disappeared.
Oh, we've moved.
Yeah. You walk through, and there the room is before you. As you step through, look to the left and right, and you see the fountain in the center, and all the trees and vegetation around.
I can't see anything.
Bottom left-hand corner.
No, I mean, like, I'm zooming out of the map. I can't see. Here, I'll
delete your sheet.
There we go.
I'll go back into...
yeah, I haven't been moved, so...
I have.
Well, you haven't moved. You're still in the room with Ava.
I thought they were dragging us over. I was waiting. Okay. I see. I'm coming.
Yeah, this ain't right.
Okay, there it is. Now I can see it.
It's not working. Never mind. I'll just drag.
Thank you.
I had tried to set a teleport API up, but it was misbehaving a bit. It worked for Burlock. Don't know why it didn't work for anyone else.
Was that? I'll talk to you about that later. There is a way of doing it.
Okay.
So we're underground. Plants are growing. Are we underground? This is just confusing.
It's not that we're underground. I mean, it's plain magic, so whatever doesn't make any sense. I mean, this could be a totally different plane.
It's not plain magic, it's complex magic.
Oh, yes.
Can I walk over to the snowflower? What do you say, snowflowers?
Yeah.
Snow petals? Could I walk around to them just to see if they're like how I remember them from when I was from my old place? See if there's anything different about them.
They do look slightly different. Make a nature check.
Okay.
Would you like a book?
Advantage, because you would be familiar with this kind of flower.
Okay, thank you.
An 18. Yeah, there's something very off about them.
Color, texture.
The colors are the same. More vibrant than you remember. But it's like the petals and the leaves are, you only notice it when you get up closer, but they're kind of crinkled and folded in on each other, like almost like what would be a normal petal. It looks like kale almost, the way they're all folded in and twisted. It's like too much flowers trying to fit into too small a space. And you see now there's like more petals on the flower than should be. It's like too much is there.
Now, would that be related to the time warping here, or is this because, would I know because of time warping or because of the light?
You've no idea. But now you notice it, you look around, and it's every plant here is like that. Every plant is overgrown. The branches of the trees are twisted and entwined together so thick as to not let any... It's almost opaque. The leaves are twisted and grown. There are some flowers where the stems, instead of being a long, thin thing, are wide and elliptical. Almost like growing up like this. It's off-putting. It's unnatural, and it's
like there's too much. I point to Reservoir. I was like, these flowers from our home, they shouldn't be like this. There's too much. There's too much leaves. It's like a space of 5 flowers in one flower. Crinkled, like.
I wonder if that's in some way connected to, I mean, in the notes, it was mentioned how the light.
You're being swallowed by the green screen, Dal.
Oh, sorry. I was grabbing all of my papers, and it was mentioned how the light has some effect on healing. I wonder if that's similar to what's going on, where the light is because it was and he related it to Ragnora, where there was excessive growth and recovery. So I'm wondering if perhaps that's what this is.
Or they're trying to grow and there's magic pushing them, contracting them to grow into itself.
Anyone else who wants to make a nature check, you may do so.
I will try to roll with my book.
Roll a disadvantage
because the book, the pages you need, you ripped out.
I don't care about leaves.
do I get advantage with the book?
I would also say if you feel like a perception check would be better, you may also roll that.
Oh, that would.
And I'll also have Ava roll.
Can I have a perception check with advantage with the book? To compare notes.
Just a regular perception.
Boo-hoo.
Let's roll for
My
Ava.
perception is not as good as my nature, so I would stick with my nature. I can roll particularly
Books are useless.
No, they are useless.
Nah, Ava's not noticing anything.
That's just my theory. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
Doesn't matter. If there's nothing in here we need, I think we should get out of here as soon as possible, because this doesn't feel right.
Well,
natural one for
I'm just.
Kashara?
We could always drink from the fountain.
No.
No?
Nope.
It might be alcoholic. Doubtful.
Reservoir is like lingering by the fountain. Like, oh, but it's water.
Do you want to go for a swim?
It's a little small for that, but if I try and cast shape water, sort of in the same way I did for the Red River back in Hell, does it work? Can I tell that this is like in fact water?
Yeah, it does work. It does work, and you lift it up and it kind of flows, and you see it kind of like sticks to the plants a little bit, which is slightly strange. But other than that, you can control it.
Does it appear to be like more viscous than normal, or is it?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Do I get a particularly like bad vibe from it, or is it just weird?
Roll insight check on the water.
And that's something we've never heard before. Roll insight check on water.
I love this. This is my favorite check that I've ever made. Insight on water.
Water's a little sus. Water's a little sus.
Tiny bit
The
sus.
water's the imposter. Vent it.
It's a slime check. Slime track. Be careful.
Yeah, no, it's a little strange. You've not seen water behave like that before. It's got a thicker consistency, which is strange. But
might
it's definitely
seem a little
water because you can control it, and when you do control water, what always comes out is pure because you lift the water away from any rocks or sediment or mud that would be, inside it. So this is pure water, but it has this strange physicality.
You're probably right about not messing with it too much, and you can see like visibly disappointed. Just drops it back into the pool.
Um,
Just wants to see normal water. It's been so long.
I was gonna say you could always just take a vial and just take it for later.
But this isn't normal water.
Doesn't matter. Throw it at someone else.
No, it's fine. I just.
Oh, since Burlock was there, Burlock would have noticed the what? Oh, it's like the happy, then the oh face.
Yeah, like happy, and then can tell something's wrong. And just drops it back. Right. I mean, there's more to this. Ashe, Warwick, what do you see over there?
Just another room.
Yeah. You actually see beyond this room. You see a room of pillars, 5 pillars in a line, and as you look, the room seems to expand outwards into a vast space beyond.
Trippy room with beyond.
Seems to just continue onward. Just
One wall appears to be kind of. It's a 4-sided room.
Mm-hmm.
Where one wall appears to just expand outwards forever.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's not go into this room. My brain hurts.
Make an Arcana check. Ashe.
Sure.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
It's me. Not one.
You just kind of like you're weirded out and you just turn away.
Yeah, I turn away. I throw a rock down it. Okay, I think it's fine. Nothing over here. Nothing of interest. Looks like maybe this place is just to self-sustain. You know.
Well, if they can have a room that keeps on going on and on and on, at least they're not going to run out of room.
It didn't. Now that you think about it, it didn't look like it wasn't a room that kept going on. It looked like the room broke off into a bigger space, like an outside. But it wasn't any. It wasn't Avernus, and it wasn't the outside that you recognized. Suddenly didn't look like any material plane that you know of.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's just not go that way. For the
We
moment.
gotta go some way for the moment because, well, this room feels unnatural.
Oh,
I mean,
Covered in nature and it's unnatural. I know it's a weird feeling.
aren't we in some kind of mine? Isn't it? It's growing under.
Well, and there's also this direction, which.
is it a broken map?
Is it DM question? Is this a broken map? Can we see what's in here, or is this?
You can see what's in there. You should be able to see what's in there.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because the way that the greenery just stops there, I thought it was a bad.
So Reservoir, as you kind of try and walk through, it's the thickets are so deep you can't really push your way through. You're gonna have to try and cut. It looks like because it's just so densely grown that you can't really. You can just about barely see through, but it's almost impossible to push.
Yeah.
This thicket is so overgrown and so dense.
Well,
All
right, other way, Reservoir.
I mean,
Keep an eye out. I don't
just
trust
like
plants.
the room that we came into first.
Possibly.
Keeping an eye out.
Well, not. I guess like after we mirrored ourselves and went, it looks just like that.
All right. I take out the great sword and gingerly tries to cut through the things and see if anything happens after the first or second swing.
Keeping an eye out.
And that goes for anyone who's keeping an eye out as Burlock is cutting away.
Sure. I'll also keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Creeped out by that room.
Oh man. Oh man.
There's just this general uneasiness, and you can't really. You want to watch what Burlock's doing, but at the same time, you're just kind of constantly scanning around the room for anything to jump out at you. There's this kind of paranoia. So you don't really...
Can I roll perception with
Warwick,
disadvantage?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Because I'm...
Go for it. I'd say you probably... You wouldn't have disadvantage. You can just
Okay,
roll straight,
cool.
straight roll.
Perception.
This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Sorry, what?
Gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's very strange here. I
I'll
don't like this
roll
place
for
at all.
Ava. I'll roll for Ava.
It's
I don't
not...
believe I've ever heard that.
You've never heard of heebie-jeebies?
No.
We need to get
Sorry.
to
I
playing
rolled
more.
another natural 1.
This place gives me the creeps.
Kashara.
It's fine.
Oh,
We don't need to see what kills us.
There's a light inside. Ava kind of pokes up. You can watch as you cut. The inside of the plants are glowing. Slightly.
oh no.
Oh,
Turn it down.
steps back. Maybe we shouldn't.
Burlock takes the sword away and steps back.
If we're supposed
This stage-
to... Sorry.
You step back, and now but at this point there is a way through now. But the work is done. But now it's mentioned. You do see it. You see just, and as it kind of fades slightly as you cut through, like just in the center of where the plants of the stems and the trunks, just a faint glow. And then you see, as you kind of watch it, just starts to regrow slightly.
That's what the theory.
Well,
On the upside, if anyone loses a limb, drink some of the water.
yeah, we'll let you do that.
Is that really an upside?
There's something off about that water.
And now you can see through.
Hmm?
You look down a familiar corridor with burning torches lit on the sides, a ladder leaning downwards, and pieces of a broken statue scattered among the floor. You can see through the cut branches.
This is where we came in.
And fell
Is
through.
this-
Well, didn't fall through.
Wait,
Is the broken statue? Is this piece of broken statues that Ashe dropped in, or is this piece of broken
Yeah.
statue?
And you kind of glance upwards and you see the chalk on the ceiling
Is it right way?
next to a bit of metal which is kind of different from the surroundings. Looks like a hatch.
is what I wrote readable or is it mirrored?
Yeah, it's readable. It's forward.
Well, at least we know how to get right, so...
You can see Burlock just trying to work this out in his head. He's just got all the numbers going through his head and going,
I know, I've started drawing a map to display. Because Reservoir is trying to keep track of it in her head.
It'll be an MC
And-
Esham map. So
yeah.
There.
So, to drop shadows.
Well, at least we know how to get through there without going past the,
plants.
yeah.
You just go up from the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then fall.
Looks
Well,
like
there's
we
a
thought we
ladder.
had
You didn't have
a
to
few
fall.
options, but there's maybe just...
Okay.
The ladder leads downwards to the first
Yeah.
room you came through.
So the trapdoor up didn't have anything. It was just a trapdoor.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well, either way, I vote we get out of this room somehow because
Well, let's go back to the north.
nature disturbs me.
And it's just some place, probably self-sustaining in here. This is probably a base where they make their food, get some vegetables, whatever. Let me
Would
get
you
out of
eat
here.
glowing food from here?
I wouldn't eat anything from here.
Exactly. So, would we have noticed that Ashe is glowing slightly or not yet?
Insight check. Or in fact, well, no. What's your passive?
15.
Perception, I would say. Yeah, no, slightly. There's a slight effervescence, particularly in her fiery hair.
It's like it's a bit brighter than normal, or is it?
A bit brighter, yeah.
So if you
What
hack
would our
Ashe
passive
down,
have to be to see it?
Sorry?
What would
No,
our
that-
passive have to be to notice it?
A 15.
A 15? Okay, yeah. Just
So you're nice as well,
for
Karsh?
reference.
got a 16.
Oof, nice. Oh, could you move me, please?
It's trapped in
Thank
that
you.
room.
Yeah.
The plants will feast on your body.
Nope. All right, well, so gardens to the left of me, heads the route to the right.
One more
Yeah.
door.
Or the symbol here.
Well,
Let's.
we did. There was one of those statues behind that door. Kashara saw it.
Statues or
Right.
ghosts?
The statue of Ghost, I think. Is that what they are? They're the weird things with the glowing.
Yeah, they appear to be ethereal
Okay.
or not fully corporeal, at least from a distance.
Yes. But they're light, and we're supposed to shun that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Just going to try something. I'm just going to quickly drop back into the other room and do divine sense.
In where?
In the plant room.
In plant room.
Yeah.
You divine sense. Don't pick up anything.
It was just like I never use this. It's like I may as well use it now.
Can I study the symbols on the floor? Because I'm looking at the strange symbols at the moment, seeing if I can work it out.
Intelligence check.
I will, if possible, help out by catching up to speed on everything that
We found
Ashe
these
and I were
symbols.
Ashe and I were hypothesizing about, while Ava was just like, yeah,
Ava's glazed
Math.
eyes. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
I mean,
Can
it'd be the same modifier. So
Okay.
yeah, you're not really sure. It's not like any. It's not like any arcane symbol you've ever seen. If it is even arcane.
2, 4.
Can I go see if this door opens? The one over there. Is this the one that Kashara has checked already?
Yeah, she, being immune to fire, she literally just opened it and just bore the brunt of the fire.
Alrighty. I want to open it.
How are you opening it? Are you?
I'm just gonna crack it
slowly
open.
or flipping
Yeah.
it open?
I'm not gonna kick it down, I don't
Crack
think.
it open, and you see just beyond. You see one of those figures standing there, one arm raised upwards, one arm out to the side, an ethereal, ghost-like figure. Again, with the back of its head like a smashed-in bit of pottery and bits floating around. In fact, there is a photo that I can show you.
I was going to ask you
Perfect.
for a shift said.
It's adapted from existing art. This is not the pose it's in. Yeah, this is kind of... Wait, it's Shift Z, right? Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Just zooms
Kind
in the
of
token.
ghostly, ethereal figure with its a blank face smashed and like bits floating above, up and above and around.
Ready?
Yeah, I go back.
It doesn't even acknowledge your presence. It just stands there, or floats there rather.
Sure.
You close the door.
Yep, I close the door and okay, let's go touch the globe.
Okay. So, what are you doing?
Are we touching this thing, or are we doing something else?
There was an activation phase last time, wasn't there? For the other one.
Bob?
No. We could try the same one, or if I want to say last time didn't Ashe have to identify it to learn it?
I did.
Or did she? Okay.
I identified it.
We could either do that again, or if you didn't want to spend the spell slot, I could ritual.
I mean, I can do it for free. Are we in a rush or no?
Well, it doesn't look like there's anything coming to get us right now, so don't think so.
I think only insofar as we know that we're trying to save someone. We don't really know exactly what our timeline is.
I think I'll take 10 minutes to do it. I think it's fine.
Passing detect magic.
Identify.
Identify.
10
minutes. Pass.
Yep.
Slowly. Nothing. You get a feeling from this thing rather than a concrete answer as to what it is, but you get a feeling of familiarity from what you had encountered before.
You think it's the same word then?
I think so. I say the same thing I said before.
Okay. You place your hand into kind of the energy that surrounds it. You speak the word and find yourself once again flipped in that same manner as before. Your friends kind of stand around you. Kind of. The room is the same as it was.
I'll follow Ashe and
closed around you. Follow. Flip.
Yeah.
May as well.
Alright. Warwick flips.
And Burlock does the same.
Ava and Kashara all do the same.
Yeah. Burlock looks up and sees if the trapdoor... Oh, no, that's down. Sorry, never mind.
Yes, that would have been through that way, but all of these doors are closed, you said?
Yes, as they had been closed behind them.
And the symbols on the floor have changed at all?
Not at all.
Okay, same
The
symbols.
room looks identical.
Okay. So, just as a heads up, if this is a different plane or whatever again, the doors might be trapped.
Yes.
In this plane or in this whatever it is when we'd already set off the other ones. So just be careful opening doors.
I mean, if they're magically trapped, I can detect magic.
Do you want to try that before we do anything with the doors? Please.
Sure. Do you want me to do it quickly, or do you think it's okay if we take another few moments?
I think we've got some time. Time is the weird thing we've got here,
I will
but also don't have here.
start ritually casting detect magic then. We can't hear you.
You wait quietly in the chamber for this ritual to transpire, and you detect that same elements of transmutation from the glow crystal itself. But the doors give nothing off.
They're not
Kind of
magically trapped.
Take a look, and it appears to be the same doors, the same broken enchantments having already been triggered. You see the scorch marks on the floor where the fire had burned some of the stone.
Mm-hmm.
By all intents and purposes, it appears to be the exact same room.
Can I, because I'm still unnerved about the nature room, could I quickly just go and pop my head inside the door for the nature room, see if it's changed or if it's the same room?
All right, yeah, you go and have a look, and you crack open the door to see a completely different room. Entirely changed. The greenery gone, now replaced with a strange structure, which of like a suspended bridge above an otherwise empty room. You see a sort of a staircase leading up into the ceiling.
The forest's gone.
Good, that place creeped us out.
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
There's a... Yeah, this ain't right.
There's
Or
another one of
maybe-
those crystals.
It is. And there's I relay what you said to the rest of the team.
Go check the bedroom.
Do a preliminary sweep until or before we get into anything that we won't be able to step back from.
I'll check the bedroom.
So, you open the door, and there is just a stone wall in front of you.
Bedroom's gone.
I go check the door over here to see if the thing is still there.
We're all like, everyone take a door.
You crack open this door, and you see a very different room. You see another one of those crystals, but you see a room which looked like it used to have a semblance of structure in it, although it is just filled with rubble and broken cracks and bits of, looked like a couple of destroyed statues, and a trickle of water running from one end of the room and before disappearing down a hole in the other.
Can I just peek in and see how big it is? Oh my god, what is that up there? I just want to see how large. Like, is this like a huge chamber? Or is it like...
It's a big room. Yeah, it's a big room. You see a set of stairways on the opposite end, which leads into an area of more rough-hewn stone. Which it looks like, as opposed to the intricately carved stone of the structure you see before, that looks more like a cave than anything else. And up to your left, you see more vegetation. More of those same seemingly overgrown plants.
I see the weird looking trees over here. And this is a huge place over here. This place seems more like a mine than the last place did, so maybe this is where they actually go and get the rocks.
Isn't that good?
Good, bad, I don't know.
Okay, Dale. Reservoir?
Yep. What about this door?
Alright. You crack open the door, and you kind of have to flinch backwards because you think you're about to be absolutely drowned by a deluge of water, but nothing happens, and you see a wall of water just up there in front of you, from floor to the top of the door. Should be pouring into this room right now, but it is just there, and it is dark.
I poke it.
Your finger goes through.
It's wet.
And it's wet, and you pull it out, and it's a little slimy.
Oh, gross.
I just like wipe it on my sleeve. Just like, okay, that's unpleasant.
What did you find, Reservoir? What's there?
A bunch of terrible, malignant water.
Malignant water?
Why is it always water? That's been...
How can water be malignant?
I just gesture to the wall of water in front of me.
I can just imagine Reservoir just doing the theme.
Really, what it is.
In fact, I forgot to do this.
Does it appear to be like? Oh God, I don't want to do this. Okay, I'm gonna stick my forearm through it. Does it break through the water ever?
It does.
Okay.
Does. And it feels... I need you... No.
Oh God.
I'm just counting.
I'm just looking up. I'm
just counting how many squares it's going to take me.
It's.
Go ahead.
It's like slimy and wet. It feels foul. It feels like sewage runoff in a way.
Oh.
It's kind of pull your hand out and it's gross and slimy.
I prestidigitate it clean because I have that spell.
Yeah. And as you kind of cast that, you start to hear.
I close the door. I close the door. Oh God.
Close the door before you even, and just. You close the door. Ignorance is bliss.
Do I continue to hear anything from the other side of the door?
The door is pretty solid
Okay.
stone. It muffles most sound.
There might be something in there. I am not entirely sure. It's disgusting.
Okay, so we've got disgusting room, tree room, wall.
Wall's good.
and-
No evil there.
One can't walk through a stone wall.
Depends on how much
Oh.
force you apply.
Although, can I leave my door, go to the north wall, and just open a door and just push on the stone? See if it's an illusion, or just say, "Yep, it's rock."
It appears to be just rock.
Yep,
It's not-
okay, well, clear that way. So,
No sense. Why would there just be a wall there? Why put it in a door?
out of character, because the DM hasn't finished that wall yet.
Not necessarily.
Not
I know.
necessarily.
And not necessarily,
No,
but it's
I-
hilarious in my mind.
Is the stone... does it appear to have been walled off? Or was it a door put onto a wall?
What it appears like, where the wall ends and the stone begins is unnaturally straight. It appears like it's just it's like
Perfectly flush.
just perfectly flush, like unnaturally so, as if someone had just teleported the room and it had just appeared inside some rock, and it was an unnatural cutoff. Which reminds you of when you first entered this place. The trees you saw into that room where you had ventured in from the other side, where the trees met the entrance hallway where the lights were. They did look to be like cut off rather abruptly.
Mm-hmm.
So what you accurately pointed out as a very abrupt end to the vegetation on the map was in fact how the trees actually were.
Do you think that
Place is wrong.
It's strange. Has I want to say detect magic lasts for 10 minutes or something. Did I pick up anything else while we were opening doors or anything like that?
Or in the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
The water.
Or in water. God.
Detect magic is blocked by certain
yes,
materials, is it not?
I can tell you. 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood.
So your detect magic would not have been able to penetrate the doors. They are thick stone.
Mm-hmm.
They do take a.
Well, but when we open them.
When you open them, oh yeah, because it lasts for 10
minutes.
Because
it lasts for 10 minutes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you detected transmutation in the room. You detected a source of transmutation in the center. Again, a familiar source. It seems like it's another one of those lanterns in the water. You also detected elements of... What would this be? Again, nothing... Not a school of magic, but something psychic in the water.
Yeah. So there's definitely something in the water.
Psionic.
But there's probably another one of these crystals as well. I wouldn't want to go in there unless we're preparing for a very gross fight.
So no swimming. More wall or the big room or the small room? Which way?
Small room first. I mean, the big room probably leads to other places. I think
True.
small room is probably better.
Good point. Small room it is.
Helly ho.
This one?
Right.
Break time?
Yes.
If you want, I can keep going.
It's 2 hours in.
Okay. In that case, we'll go to break.
So just thought it'd be a nice point before we get into something.
Yeah.
Not knowing what's
Potentially.
there, possibly.
Spooky, scary.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. We do have a counter, so we're going to try to be a bit more on time. So we'll be back shortly, and stick around for I've got no freaking idea. I just wrote in chat that I did my first D&D campaign that I ran that wasn't a starter box was a campaign based around scary psionic water monsters. I'm like, oh crap. So let's not do the water. Let's do the wall. Because, like,
Yeah.
give 3
Wall
doors
won't
and
kill us.
investigate the wall.
We'll just walk headfirst into a wall. Yeah.
Why do you think I poked?
Just knock.
I touched
Maybe
the
someone will
wall?
open the wall.
MrLiveProducer did say in chat, the wall won't kill us. It's like, well, depends on how much force is applied. So
You're not going to Waldy Coyote it.
I mean, if you
feel
throw
like
someone...
I feel like I've stumbled across a sort of catch-22 with the design of this. Is I've made it so scary that you don't want to proceed in any direction.
Oh yeah,
the audio is helping.
No, I love it because it's not only scary, it's also intriguing. Like I don't want to go into the water. I don't want to go into the water room, but also both myself and my character have this desperate like need to know what is going on in there.
What's happening?
That is the very feeling I wanted to cultivate. So that's good to hear.
There's stuff I want to do, but I'm just thinking,
confused,
you know what?
And it makes you want to know more. That's good.
It's like
I just don't want to go in there without all my spell slots.
Yeah, it's like having a cupcake in front of you, and
I'm
there's
running
like
pretty low.
five knives around it, and you can. There's a cupcake. I might get killed. But cupcake.
The cupcake is poison.
No.
The boysenberry flavor. But we're going to be back soon. So stick around.
See you in 10.
See
you in 5 minutes.
10.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
So
10 minutes.
hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around after the break. We're back for more exploration in this weird and increasingly more weird dungeon upon a dungeon inside a dungeon, inside a plane, inside magic and blah blah blah, and there's weird sticky water.
See, we've heard you like a dungeon, so put dungeon in your dungeon. That's what it feels like.
So put dungeons inside your dungeons so you can have more dungeons while you explore dungeons.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't had many dungeons in Avernus.
Yeah, I mean, we already got the dragons.
Oh, yes, we did. Exactly. But they're on our side.
Yeah. Well,
we can call in the favor.
What happens if you start... Okay, out of character.
Wait.
What happens if you Tiamat inside this dungeon? What happens then? Do we just lock Tiamat inside a dungeon within dungeon?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. You want to find out?
No.
No.
That would be given. I mean, that would be interesting. I'm not going to say much more than that.
Out of character.
I don't know what the ramifications of that would be.
Out of character. What happens when a character changes religion? To Tiamat.
In general, or in this dungeon?
Religious experience to Tiamat.
Look. You want to call in a favor from Tiamat, which is like almost inarguably an immoral thing to do. But also you were like, nah, let's not steal stuff. That's bad. Bad people steal stuff. So I'm trying to find out where
the moral compass is.
And so far I'm just thinking it's...
Lying broke. What's the word? Lying broke, apostasy woke.
Look,
and this is what happens when we cut our break time in half. We just go off the rails.
and just like to put in like in a way which MLP is probably the only other person that understands, but I'm just trying to deal with whatever is in front of me, and all I have is a hammer. See, he's the only one that gets it.
Or a coat hanger.
Well, we won't go that way.
Oh no.
But all I have is a
but
hammer.
put a coat hanger through the wall of water with a little plush troll doll on it, and here you go.
Ooh, that's an idea.
You want to do that?
I do have the troll doll.
Yes, we'll go back into it. All right.
The game starts when the music starts. Here we go. So, you now find yourselves once again at a strange crossroads. The room that you've been in seemingly now leading to 3 different locations.
We're gonna go to the west.
Larger room, an expansive room to the right. A solid wall of stark and sickly water to the south. And a smaller, multi-leveled room to the left.
And a brick wall to the north.
And yeah, a wall to the north.
I think we're going to the smaller multi-level.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going
Yeah.
this way.
Because
Alright,
gravity's fun, and I expect to fall upwards.
All right, you go first then, Warwick.
Actually, I will then.
All right.
Past the crossroad.
Alright.
And
Looking through and you see nothing. It's yeah, you see a multi-layered room. Stairs kind of lead upwards on the sides onto a platform which extends like a bridge across the top of the room, which is held up by several archways.
Can I see this over on this side, or is that blocked by my vision?
You can see underneath. You could sort of
That's
the
the underneath.
platform above. You can actually walk underneath it.
So
Although you
what
can't do
is
in
that
Roll20,
weird thing?
Yeah, I'm
That
curious.
that is an error on my part. Those are meant to be on top of each other to form the crystal ball, but
Okay.
okay.
in my rush to upload this before we started, I didn't see that I'd misplaced that.
I just thought like, oh god, there's something weird. There's something weird. There's something weird. Oh no, it's just an error. Thank you.
Yeah,
They
if
can
you
always
look at
just-
the one, if you look at the one in the room you just came from, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I'm just imagining that it just hovers around it sometimes. Sometimes it shifts out place and goes back to the right location.
Either way,
Is-
there's somewhere down to the south. I can see a doorway maybe. And
In
the
there.
There is a door.
yes, and the stairs up here, is that like going up higher, or is that all, or is that from
Yeah,
the ground
you do
up?
see a stair leading towards a passageway further up the
Okay.
ceiling.
So, just to get this correct, we have to go up either these stairs or the ones to the south in order to get to this platform. Like this platform
Yes.
is not currently on our level, and then there are stairs further upward and also
Correct.
a door.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I will start
Drawing
walking
my
up the
map.
stairs down here.
I was going that way. Okay.
Guess I'll go the other way.
And I make my way to the door.
Right. What are you doing?
I will look at the door. It is a door.
A stone door, similar to the ones you've seen before.
I step. Oh, I can't do it now because Reservoir is actually on that section. I was going to say, I stepped
Oh.
aside and opened the door. See if it's
You
trapped.
open the door.
Here.
It is not trapped, and you are faced with a stone wall.
Wall.
Again.
Same material as the door down the bottom north. Mike,
Is
I
it-
can't hear you.
It appears
Couldn't
to be, yes.
Yeah, okay, cool,
And
thank
it's
you.
still flush with the wall.
Yeah, much the same as the one before. It is unnaturally flush against the wall.
Is there anything else down here which might be ping my spider senses, or is it pretty much empty?
Make a
Thank
perception
you.
check.
Perception. Be good. Thank you.
Natural 20.
There's a wall.
You don't see anything on the wall, but you do start to hear something. You hear this very faint buzzing, like a deep drone, like that wings of an insect, coming from up the stairs.
Bugs.
I hate
Droning
bugs.
noise. So do I. Is there a trapdoor up the top to close it, or is it just stairs that just lead up?
Can't hear you again.
Yeah. No. There does appear to be a trapdoor, but it does appear to be closed. The buzzing is coming from beyond the trapdoor.
Yeah, ideally I'd like to go up the stairs, creak open the trapdoor a little bit to get a slight vision of what we've got, and then figure out what we've got, and then close it, and then let the other people know.
Okay. You crack open the door. You make a stealth check.
So let's go for that. 12, not too bad.
12. Look at my dice.
Ash, you
Ever a
remember
thing that you want to hear?
that fire thrower that you had before? We might need it. We might have some bugs.
I mean, sure, I guess. It's not really meant for... Well, it's not true.
You peer through the crack in the trapdoor, and you see a strange cylindrical room, like this, where you are at the bottom, and in the wall, in the middle, halfway up, is another one of those crystals, and there are trapdoors on the side and on the ceiling of the cylinder. And flying around, you see two grotesque insect-like creatures, large creatures, which fly almost upright. The general shape of their body is strangely humanoid, with two long gangly legs ending in sharp-tipped insect-like feet. The arms are two sharp pincers, wings buzzing out the back, and a long sort of abdomen with what looks to be a stinger on the end. But what is off-putting is this thing's face. Because there's a long proboscis, but instead of eyes are three sets of holes, of three holes. 3 holes, 3 holes, and 3 holes, where eyes might be. And they are definitely creepy. As you descend, could I get you to make another stealth check? 24. With nary a sound, you lower the trapdoor and climb gingerly back down the stairs, and they seem to be none the wiser.
So another wall, or were the bugs?
You ever had your worst nightmare? Flying insects with holes where eyes should be in a giant cylindrical chamber filled with trapdoors, and 2 of these things doing sentry duty, it looks like. Well, that's that.
Not my worst nightmare, but if it's
Well,
yours...
your worst nightmare is probably an empty keg of beer.
So,
How big
hell,
were they?
human size.
Ash, don't worry about the flamethrower. Not
Oh,
small
it's not gonna,
bugs,
we're
big
not going to need a
bugs.
flamethrower. No, we're going to need something to burn it all down. Bigger than a flamethrower.
Or that other thing that you shoot things with. The other cannon
Yeah.
that you have.
Okay, so
I
we've got
mean,
potentially psychic water monster to our south. Worst nightmare to the east up. Two of them, and just you can see Burlock physically just like.
I could put a fireball in there, or one made of acid as well. Technically, I suppose I
check your Discord for.
I am visibly cringing right now.
I suppose I could do any element really, though. Acid is definitely my specialty.
Hey, it's a
Or
good
we
opening
could
line.
more thoroughly examine the other room.
Yeah, other room.
Let's
other
just deal
room.
with this. Let's just deal with this here and now. Let's deal with something here and now. So if you can blow them up, go for it.
Burlock is going to take the rear on this one because he's seeing what's going on, and he is visibly shaken.
Burlock, if you can be near the stairs, so if they do come out after us, you've got the ability to stop people in their tracks.
Run, good, run. I like running.
No,
Running's a good plan.
You've got the ability to stop people in their tracks when they try to move away from you. That might be important if they try to fly around this place, so you can stop them from flying away from us.
Well, we should close that door, and I point to
Done one near Ava, yes. Ava, can you close that for us? We're locking ourselves in for the moment.
Nods and goes up and
Thank you.
pushes the door closed.
You may want to come up here and, yeah, I don't know if your lack of ability to fight at range might help, but taking cover might be important.
Yeah, she does. She comes up. So do you want me to go first?
I was thinking we bring them in here,
yeah.
blow them up and try to agitate them, bring them in here if that's.
Perhaps if I mean, I can cast my spell from afar, so if you could open the trapdoor and give me line of sight, just so I wouldn't have to be quite so close.
I'll do it then.
But only if you can do it quietly.
These creatures, are they medium size?
I would say regular size, about regular
Yeah,
humans.
from Burlock's description, they would be medium. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're huge. Okay.
I can't really do quietly, but I can open it.
Well, I think the whole point is, kind of exploding the chamber before they can have the chance to come down.
Exactly. Open, bang, boom, pop, whatever it is.
Right. Do you think fire would work best? It's not exactly my specialty, but
Pick a color.
I
Pick a color of the rainbow.
mean, Burlock, what do you think?
Fire.
Fire?
Fire is good. Acid. Take down their wings so they can't fly, then I might be able to help. But otherwise, they just freak me out.
Fire, then. I mean, I can set. Both of us can set up some fire things.
I would say that is probably rather your specialty.
Specialty, yes, but we can both do it. I've seen you do fire before. I mean, I'll conjure up my cannon for some flamethrower, but that's only if they're close. Long range, I'm not. Well, I can do some stuff long range, but it's not as big as usually you do. So.
Yeah, I can get the first explosion in, ideally while they're still up there. Shouldn't catch any of us so long as we're far enough away.
All right. That seems good to me.
Okay, let's get that moving.
Yep.
Countdown 5, 4, and I will make sure if you prepped up. Let's do it. Open the door.
Oh yes.
Are you gonna be okay? Oh, all right. I will.
I'm opening the door with like a little bit of range with like the halberd, the pole arm, but that's about it.
I'll be right behind, ready to find my place to cast, and I'm gonna try and aim it about 20 feet into the room, if
Warwick,
possible.
I would like you to first make a stealth check, followed by an athletics check. Because trying to using a trapdoor, like when you're opening it with leverage, is one thing. If you're holding onto a halberd and trying to push it, it's another.
That's totally understandable. The stealth part though, well, that's a disadvantage.
14.
Athletics though.
Roll a 13.
I get enough leverage.
You creak open the door, just barely a sound, and then Reservoir, you see the two of them, and you fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it at 4th level.
4th level. 2 dex saves, and alright.
And a wild magic surge.
Oh god, I hope not.
17.
Oh man, doing it at 4th level, it got me 1 extra damage.
I was doing Scorching Ray as well.
Okay. Both of so roll to hit, and Ashe, you would have well, no, they would have 3/4 cover because it is a narrow gap through the trap door.
That's fair enough. So 3/4 cover, not disadvantage, right? Just flat.
Just flat, but they have a +5 to AC.
Yep.
The first one hits.
Okay. I've also conjured my cannon too for flamethrower.
As there is an eruption of fire, and you just hear this horrific shriek of these insect-like things incinerating, and then you hear the buzzing commence. And could I get everyone to roll initiative?
Yep.
These things freak me the out because flying insects are a phobia of mine. It's like, nope.
But are they a phobia of Burlocks?
I would say yes.
You're like, yes, I am my character.
Yes, I am my character.
My fears are their fears.
Let me just do the damage on them, so...
I've also seen these, that's what Lorian sent me earlier, this PM me images of these characters, and I went, oh, crud.
Yeah, let me, now I can show everyone.
Here's a picture.
Oh, yeah, that's horrifying.
Ew.
So for those in chat, if you missed it, I closed it down really quickly. I didn't want to show it.
As did I. I don't blame you for that.
Okay, add turn.
Yeah, no. It's even worse when you get the full image. That's just mildly horrifying. The full image is completely horrifying.
Yeah.
It's like,
Alright, so it's plus 17 and a 4.
Would we have been able to tell if the fire did as much damage as it should have?
You can't really see because it was kind of like a crack through the trap door. So 17 and 4. All right. So going up first, Ashe. You hear the buzzing of these things start to increase.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh man, I should just conjure the Force Ballista. I don't know why I did fire.
Okay. That's still. Sorry. Does a 17 pass your DC, Reservoir?
What is my DC? Yes.
Yeah. I forgot they have advantage. They have magical resistance.
Yes, they do.
They do. Alright, Ashe, it's your turn.
I'm going to look down and see if I can get one with my ray.
So where you are right now, you're kind of like looking at a wall, the back of the stairs. So you'd have to go back around and kind of cram up next to Reservoir to kind of get a good shot in.
Sure, that's fine. I'll just do that. Just kind of walk around.
Warwick, are you still holding open the trapdoor?
Yep.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Yep. I'm just gonna see if I can get a ray in there. So just 3 sets of stones going right in. 19.
19 with the 3/4 cover will not hit.
Okay. Then
I'm narrow.
Okay. I'm going to just back up a little bit and just wait.
Okay. You see now the buzzing. Warwick, you see one of them. You see a talon ram itself under the trapdoor, and it is flung open as one of these things appears before you. And where it is right now, it starts to buzz. It starts the wings start to vibrate and it's almost like a pure tone, and it's hypnotic, and I need everyone, that is everyone, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Are we within the 3 feet for aura of protection?
You all would be, yes.
Cool.
It's a failure.
Was my disadvantage just for ability checks?
Just
or was
ability
it for saving?
checks.
Okay.
A 14 just passes. 40, wow. Okay. And Ava, wisdom. Oh no, Constitution. Ava. All right. Ava and Warwick, you are charmed by this thing. Meaning you cannot attack it. I'll target it with harmful abilities until the charm is broken. I'll mark that with Reservoir. As the alluring thrum of this creature's wings, it just starts to hypnotize you, and you just can't take your eyes off it. And and you hear in your inside the little holes where its eyes should be, you see a glimmer of light, and you hear in your mind, "Do not avert your gaze." Reservoir, it's your turn.
So am I technically in melee with this thing?
You are, yes.
That's not a place where I would like to be. Can I disengage and is this path wide enough for me to get past Burlock or Ava?
It is difficult terrain
Okay.
to pass through their spaces.
All
Actually,
right.
no, I won't be. It's not dominate. So Ava's just charmed. I won't have her stop your progress. 'Cause It's not
All
quite
right.
domination. So yes, but it's difficult terrain.
All right. I'm gonna. Well. Oh God. I am not going to disengage, but I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're not disengaging.
No, because I want to.
Okay, it is going to swipe at you with one of its talons.
I've got some hit points.
With an 11, which I believe will miss.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly.
So you quickly duck out the way in a quick burst of speed as a talon soars over your head. You hear the sound of the air being cut. You hear as the sharp blade is inches from nicking you.
Yeah. And then I'm
Squeeze
just gonna
past Burlock and Ava.
throw an acid splash at it.
Okay. And that is a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
A 16, which meets beats, so it takes no damage. As a quick, it kind of like buzzes out the way slightly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Warwick, you are charmed by this creature.
I
What
can't
would you like to do on your turn?
can't do anything harmful to it, but I can help those around me. So I'll aid Burlock.
If the aid action is to aid him attacking, you cannot do that. Because you are aiding in harm coming to the creature.
Then I have no action but to try to calm everybody. It's like, look, it's okay. Why we don't always need to fight about things. We can talk things over. And in doing that, I'm casting Friends to amp up my ability to negotiate.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you may make another con save.
Thank you. 18 this time.
And this, as you say that and you cast the spell, like, it's fine. You suddenly, it's almost the casting of the spell, the concentration required to, like, even just the simple act, it suddenly clicks and you see this grotesque thing for what it is, and it's kind of like 9 holes for eyes buzzing down looking at you, and you just reel back in revulsion and prepare yourself to strike. But that ends your turn. Burlock, it is your go.
All right. Bonus action, I'm going to rage because and I'm going to roll these attacks at disadvantage because I hate green bugs. So
All
I'm
right,
taking.
if you want to do that.
I'm doing that. So with great sword.
If you also want a reckless, that could cancel it out.
No, we're gonna let go. So 12 for the first one.
12 will miss.
Miss. And where are we? How 5 seconds ago? There we go. And the other great sword attack.
13 will miss.
Yep.
As repulsed and revulsed, you kind of like try and stab forward, but the buzzing and the just repulsive and disturbing appearance of these creatures is enough to like give you pause. Oh, I forgot to roll initiative for Ava. That's my bad.
That's alright. I thought since Ava wasn't here, Ava's probably downstairs giving an eye on the door or something.
15. Well, she would have gone before Reservoir, so I'll have her go now, and then she'll be in the normal position. So her turn, she does nothing. She's charmed. She attempts to break it, which she fails. Oh wait, no wait, because she's close to which because of Warwick's aura, she passes, so she's no longer charmed. But that'll end her turn.
Yay, I'm helping.
End of your go. You hear the buzzing as another one flies out and above this creature, over your heads, and before landing itself right there.
Attack of opportunity.
It flies yeah, you would get so.
Mm-hmm. And I'll do the same as well.
I'll say it does have. It doesn't matter. Yep, that hits. For 12 points of damage.
Is it a fiend?
You don't know.
I'm asking the GM, is it a fiend?
Oh, no, it is not.
I'll do an attack of opportunity as well.
17 points of smite damage. It shrieks in pain.
Is there any difference with the radiant damage and this creature?
Not to this one. Doesn't seem so. Burlock, roll a D100 for me. Okay, you just miss. And on its turn, it fluffs its wings out, and then in a burst, in fact, it's gonna actually end its turn. It's gonna go here, and it kind of like shakes its wings, and you see crystals start to form on its body before they puff out in a noxious burst of crystalline smoke. I need Ashe, Burlock, Warwick, and Ava to make Constitution saving throws.
Well, you do have inspiration, do you not?
I think I will have to use it here. I have to reroll this guy. I don't think I can take this. Oh man, but I love natural ones, but this is not a fun one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration to take a reroll.
Alright, reroll.
Okay, that's a lot better.
With that, fortunately only Ava fails. All of you pass as you kind of this toxic crystalline gas. You start to cough and splutter, and you shake it off. But Ava seems to be kind of retching and coughing up, and she looks in a bad way. She is poisoned.
Fun.
So we'll do. Ashe, it is your turn.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to actually back up from this. I'm going to try and see if I can actually, can I move right here? Well, I get attack opportunity from the other one, or is there range not far enough?
It's not far. It's not far enough.
Okay.
Unless.
10 feet of range?
It doesn't have reach.
And then from here, if I do a flamethrower, it's gonna hit Burlock, right?
Do it.
So I will just say, the stairs. Where is it?
Yeah.
This here is a wall. You cannot flamethrower.
Oh, that's a wall.
That's a wall because those are the stairs.
Yeah. Okay. I must have not been paying attention because I didn't know that was a wall. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's admittedly it's a little hard to see because it's a dark map, but you can kind of see with the stairs. Okay. It's like the back of the stairs.
Okay. This makes this fight makes way more sense to me now. Okay, cool. All right, and then if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and do this instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm just gonna flamethrower one then, the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually can't see him.
Is that a dex save?
It is a dex save, yes.
And does this count as a magical effect?
I believe no, it does not.
Okay.
Will I need to roll a dex save as well since it's a cone?
No, because if there's a wall, I'm doing it diagonal like this. Like that kind of. It's only the one right here.
To just get this one. Okay.
Yes, just that one only.
Because it's your turret, isn't it?
Yes, it's my turret.
I would say that probably is magical.
Think so? Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, because it is you use it like you summon it with your spell slots.
That's true.
So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So it rolled a 22.
Okay. I'm not sure if it takes only half.
Yeah.
So it's R3d8. Takes half, 11.
So,
And-
6 points of damage.
And I'm gonna also cast Ray. 16.
16 will hit.
Okay. And then Arcane Firearm on top. I don't know why that doesn't add. I'm not clicking it, I guess.
Louise.
18.
That is strong. It is looking really rough right now.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. The first insect's turn. It is going to brandish its talons and swipe 3 times at Burlock. So the first hit is going to be a 20.
Hits.
Second is going to be a 10.
Misses.
The third is going to be a 19.
Hits.
Okay. You take 13 points of slashing from the first attack, and 8 points from the second, for 21 total, halved to 11.
Okay.
Was your rage?
Yep. And this is a reason why I did not want to do Reckless, because, yeah, advantage on me right now with these things? No.
Top of Ava's turn. She starts coughing and retching, and she's having a really bad time, and she takes 12 points of poison damage at the start of her turn. And she kind of stumbles forward and is going to try and swing at this creature in front of her.
Okay.
She's going to use...
Why
First attack
closer?
is going to be a miss. Second attack is going to be a natural 1. With not severe. And her bonus action attack is going to be another natural 1. Jesus. Not severe. She's having a tough time. The poison is really getting to her, and her swings are just not, there's no energy in them. End of her turn, she will repeat the save. Natural 20. But at the end, she kind of like braces herself and spits up this glob of blood which falls to the ground, wipes her mouth, and focuses up her fists at the ready.
And now
She's no longer poisoned.
I took it off for you.
Reservoir, it's your turn.
Sorry, that changes what I was gonna do because I was gonna help her out with that. I will. God, I don't have a lot of spell slots, guys. I'm.
Reservoir's in the background going, yay, go kill him. Cheers is on.
Well, I'm just okay. I was gonna help
If you
Ava,
want some
but now
time,
she doesn't need help.
If you want some time, I can do in front of you at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, go for it.
With the James' permission, of course.
Yeah.
Lorian, can I?
Sorry, I missed.
We're both at 15. Can I just to give Del a bit more time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll allow that. I think
Or-
you have the higher decks anyway.
Doesn't. All I do is go to this side and swipe at the one that's flying.
Okay.
For 13's a miss.
13 will miss. 18's a hit. 9 points of damage.
And going to do the butt strike as well. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, going to do the butt strike as well for my bonus. There you go.
19 will hit for another 9. This thing is looking like crap. It is on the edge of its survival.
Now it's not.
Okay.
Now,
You
really,
said
it's-
so. This one's looking like crap.
Yeah.
And how's this one looking?
Still pretty strong. It's
Okay.
barely taken any hits.
I'm gonna cast haste on Burlock then.
Okay.
Sorry.
Any bonus? Yep. Roll a d20.
Yep.
17. You're fine. Burlock, it's your turn.
Okay, so that means a couple
Unless you had a bonus
18.
action you wanted to do. Yeah, bonus movement.
30.
Okay.
I wanted to move.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Get away. But that's my turn. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
How did
because I've been hasted, I'll say that natural dolphins get around the fear effect, so I'll go for normal attacks from now on.
Yep.
This one behind you first, please.
Fine, so the first attack will be on that one. That'll be with the greatsword.
13 will miss.
Okay, second attack on the one behind me.
27 will hit. And with that, you bring your greatsword down. It sweeps out the way, but then you bring it up with a return swipe, and you carve it straight up the middle. And its two halves just scatter to the sky and fall on the ground, dead.
Yep. And using the swing, as I stood the swing up, I'll use the arc to try to hit the one above me.
Yeah.
With the hasted bonus action.
That is a 17, which does hit. Now, do you have Great Weapon Master, do you not?
Yes, I do.
You are, technically, because you kill the creature this turn, you can make an additional attack as your bonus action.
Okay, I'll do that again then. Oh yeah, that's right. So I'm just reading through Great Weapon Master. It's rare to actually get the kill, and we've still got more people around, so I will do that and that one again. So it'll be that one.
4 attacks in a round. Good goddamn.
25 for 15 slashing.
That definitely hits for 17 points of damage. Fighting through your fear with sheer anger and determination, you start to butcher these disgusting creatures. But it is hanging on. That one is very dead. Ashe, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move around so that I can actually get a good look at this other one. 1, 2, 3. Can I shoot from behind or no? I would have to probably move away, right?
Oh,
In your current position, it would have cover.
Okay, then yeah, I have to move around. 1, 2.
You can go sort of next to Burlock opposite Warwick and be fine. But you would
Yeah. Just didn't want to go.
Yeah, that wouldn't do attack of opportunity because A, they got wall. He's got a wall, and B, it's not even threatened range. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I move past everybody and then move past Ava behind here?
that would be difficult terrain to get through them because it's a narrow ledge.
Okay, so I was here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. All right, it's fine. I'm just gonna move right here, and I'm gonna just shoot at it with my ray.
Disadvantage because you're in melee.
Yep, it's perfectly fine. I think 14.
14 will miss.
Okay, and then that's the end of my turn because my flamethrower will hit everybody else.
All right.
Alrighty.
It's
Do it,
go.
do it.
It is very angry that it just got. Well, let's see what. Okay. It is going to, once again, like its ally before it, you see its wings start to shake and it start to ruffle, and then a cloud of crystalline spores burst out from it. Could I get the three of you up there and Ava once again to make Constitution saving throws? Okay.
Well, you'll get an extra
Ashe.
3
Oh,
since you're
plus
in the area.
Yeah, 14.
3. 14 just passes. Everyone passes this time.
I'm
and
helping.
Yeah, that did not work. And so it's going to fly upwards 15 feet and fly down over here.
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of
please.
opportunity.
You would get tax of opportunity.
These goes for 4 more. Oh no, we both have
No.
full arms now.
Natural 1. Roll a d100, please.
Wrong button. There you go. 33.
Lots of it. 26 for 14.
And I'll
Nice.
use Sentinel so I can't move.
Okay, so it stops where it was. Stuck there. That means it's still covered.
Flavor-wise, I could just stick it to the ground using the football. Oh wait, it's flying. I just pin it with the pin it to
you
the
kind of
wall.
like pin, kind of use the sword to pin it to the wall slightly, and it does kind of like wrench itself free, but not without taking a nasty wound. Ava's turn, or that ends its turn. Ava's turn. She is going to. Technically, you can move into someone's space, attack, but you just can't end your turn there.
Yes.
So she is going to essentially just jump around you, Burlock, like almost using you to as like a bulwark to move around, and she's going to let loose on it. This time without disadvantage. 14, that hits, plus natural 3 misses, natural 20 for the bonus action. Okay. So she reaches out, punches once for 10, and then misses with the second, but then she kind of uses Burlock. She kind of like vaults off of your shoulders for delivering a double-footed kick straight to this thing's face. For
Not the first time she's done that.
For math, 13 points of damage for a total of 23. Okay, and then she kind of like spins back and lands back in her space. Unfortunately, it will proc an opportunity attack. Actually, how's she doing? Oh, no, she just had a short rest, so she's got lots of ki. She's going to spend a ki point to flurry of blows, so attack one more time.
I thought you were going to say she was going to disengage, but I was like, the extra hit is a bonus action.
No, she's also moving in. And she's all,
But then she has to move back out.
Hold on.
Which means it might swipe at her.
Sip the wind. Let me just check something. Open hand technique. One of the attacks. Yep, so she's going to impose that it cannot take reactions because she hit with one flurry of blows. And then that's going to allow her to land back behind Burlock without taking the opportunity attack. Alright.
That's smart.
Damn monks.
Monks, yo.
Reservoir. It is your turn.
Yeah, I am going to throw another acid splash at it. How's it looking?
It's looking bad. It's
hoping
looking
not
rough.
great, yeah.
Burlock has lain into this thing, and Warwick as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back and maintain concentration. And wow, that's a terrible roll.
It rolls. Oh no, it rolls a 19 to pass. So yeah, misses.
It's okay. It would have only been 4 damage anyway. I'm gonna keep up my haste. That's what I'm here for.
Warwick, it's your turn.
Bit more wacky slappy. See how we go. Do both at the same.
28 will hit for 12 points of damage.
Still alive, or do
Still barely alive.
strike then?
Ooh, 13 will miss. Burlock, it's your turn.
Okay, with now the initial thing of the haste is worn off. Terror is
Haste is still up.
No, yeah, haste is still up. I'm saying haste is still up, but the initial adrenaline dump of the haste is gone. So I'm going ah. So I'm going to do both Great Weapon Master on attack for that one. So reduce it to 5. I'm going to do this also recklessly.
-5. Reckless Great Weapon Master. Alright.
Big damage.
Yeah, big damage, big damage, big damage. Big whammy, big whammy.
That is the way to do it.
26 will hit. So that's be 21 for a total of 26 points of damage. Burlock, facing one of your deepest fears. How do you want to do this?
In full terror, I'm pretty much carving off the wings of it first, going, stop flying, and then right through the head.
Yeah, and it just as its life just you carve into it and you just tear it to shreds.
And then Burlock just goes, runs down the stairs and just, because you can see him just running around saying, black spot, black spot. Like you would if you see a bee in a field and you can't get away from it. It's like, ah. So you see this hasted dwarf just running around going, ah.
I'm gonna drop the haste.
And then I just go.
I think you need some sleep.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And I have a character.
All right, not gonna keep that up.
In character, I'm just going.
So that was an adventure.
That was only 2. Is there more down that way?
I go up and check the door. Is there any more up in the hatch?
Up and have a look. The room you see appears to be empty.
You described it as like a bowl, like a dome room.
It's a cylindrical. It's a rather thin, cylindrical room, kind of like it looks like it's almost a room on its side, because you are standing in a trap door, and then immediately to your left and right, the room starts to curve upwards, like this, and on the sides there are 2 trap doors, and then up at the top in the ceiling directly above you is another trap door. Oh, and the crystal is kind of embedded in the wall in the center of this. I can.
Yeah,
kind
that's kind of what I thought. I was just wanted to get you the description again for those that haven't come to join. It's kind of a weird one. You just moved my character somewhere, but yes.
I did. Yeah, over here.
I don't know where.
How do you like do the control
Shift
click, so you...
ping. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. It's like, we have a room up here. It might be a bit difficult to work on, but I'm sure Ava would have some fun. Like running around the walls. Can she run upside down yet?
Ava kind of wanders up, says, I could try.
I'm sure he has the side ones, but just be careful.
Yeah, she starts to run, but then she gets about halfway up, then stops, and she's just standing there sideways on the cylinder.
So she's walking around.
Goes, this is weird. And then she keeps just walking, and she just starts walking completely around the walls and up the ceiling, and then back down the other side. That's cool.
Reservoir. We found a magic room for you to play with. It's got some freaky magic stuff. Gravity.
She immediately runs up to the ceiling again.
I throw the troll doll up.
Just a moment. Burlock,
Troll
are you
doll
all right?
just and falls to the outer wall, but it kind of like stays at an angle, like a little bit to your left, instead of rolling down the hill.
I wonder if I could juggle.
There's no more of those things in there.
No, there's no more insects, but I don't know. Like, they were flying around this place, and gravity is not right in this place.
All right. I can't let you go in by yourself.
Well, you did, but it's okay.
Oh, that too. But bugs. I hate bugs.
Is anyone else going in?
I'll go in.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll go up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trepidatiously, I'll go in.
Just as they're coming in, I'm going to make sure that I'm on the other side.
So, perspective-wise, this chamber is being viewed from sideways on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I look up and wave.
Is that
Is this your new magic-y thing?
wait, monks can do that? I didn't even know this.
I'm not a monk.
It could potentially have something to do with gravity. I mean, makes sense to me that it would.
Well, the gravity is only on the outside wall. It's not on the center of the room.
Yeah, so this is the ball of energy floating in the center of the room?
No, it's embedded in the wall.
Okay.
Sticking out a little bit, just like the others are.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just
like
kind of it's sideways out of the wall.
yeah. Okay. So we're in a tube and it's on one of like the flat ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very thin tube. It's, you know.
Yeah. And is
It's about, if you were to stand sideways, you'd probably be nearly brushing your head against the ceiling.
Okay. And does the other flat side of the tube have anything on it?
No, it's just blank.
Okay.
It's just a blank wall.
All right.
I lay down and start rolling around.
Well, okay. Are we all gonna take a door again?
I mean, it's the fastest way to do things, I guess. Can I examine the door for traps?
Yep.
I
Investigation.
think that's the one that we came from.
Oh.
Yeah, the one at the bottom is the one you came from.
Oh, I assume that the one that they would. Anyways,
I'll take the
it's
one
fine.
to the north. Ava, move out the way. And I open the one to the north.
You creak open the trap door, and you look down, and you see that large room with all the rubble and the water flowing through it.
Am I above it?
Yeah, you're above it looking down.
Okay. I found the large room with the water stuff and the rubble. It might be a bit of a drop, though. So, probably not the best idea.
Like
Burlock?
the water, like the door that I found back there?
No, not the water scary stuff one.
No,
Which the large room which Ashe found.
The one that
previously.
Ashe found.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think we're above it, so it might be a bit of a drop.
Well, in that case, Burlock will gingerly, carefully open a door in front of him there.
Okay. You look down and you see a room like a cave, and you see a sort of strange structures in stone with glowing greenish light suffusing them. You see a chasm in this cave with a bridge crossing it, and below the bridge a cavern filled with glowing crystals.
And it's not one of the rooms that we discovered earlier that we don't know of.
But it looked, from looking in the bigger room, looks somewhat similar to the one beyond the large rubble room.
Okay.
But from the different perspective.
I stick my head out. I get Ava to hold me, and I stick my head just a little bit out to look around.
Okay. You're wearing heavy armor, right?
That's why I get Ava. Like I lay down, and get Ava to hold me,
down.
and I just put my head through a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of peek through. Well, you peek through down. There's a little bit of a tunnel, so you can't just. It's not like a flat.
Damn.
There's a little bit of a drop.
Don't want to risk it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna risk that one. Nope.
Can you drop a rope down?
Could, but there's nothing really to fix it to unless we can climb it into the middle of the room. Ashe, how are you in the middle of the room?
Oh, sorry. I was at the other side. No. Sorry. I was trying to make my way over there, but you guys look like you were crowded. I mean, the only way is just to push or pull or something, right? I mean, what else can we do? Rope? I have a rope here. And some pythons, maybe. If we can maybe attach them to the wall.
You said that there was... Never mind. Sorry, I'm just confused. Do you think potentially the room that you're looking in, Burlock, could be what's past the stone wall? Maybe? If there is anything past that, I suppose we don't know even if there is.
Oh, Reservoir, try yours.
Yeah, I'll open my door and look through.
Crack
And...
open your door, and you see a view from above. The room with the crystal and the four symbols, the kind of diamond-shaped room which you had previously, the one with all the traps set by Mordenkainen, but looking at it from above.
Okay. This is the room
We came in.
where
Swapped over.
where there were doors that went to Mordenkainen's bedroom, the one with that crystal.
Is it this side or the other side, though?
I think it's the other side. I think it's the one that leads to Mordenkainen's room. I don't think it's.
I think the question
know,
is
honestly.
Mordenkainen's room behind the door?
Hold
or
there. I'll be back in a second.
Could-
I start running.
Wait,
And I run out.
All right, you run back.
I run back.
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs. Down the next part. You'll need to ping me on the map. Oh, because I can't just do the quick search.
There you go.
And I look up.
Well, you've got to open the door and go through there.
Well, yes.
First.
Open the door.
Through there, into that room. You look up, and lo and behold, you see Reservoir right there.
Give me a sec.
Looking down on you.
Found you.
Okay. All right. So that one leads to that room. Okay. Just doing my whole map business. All right.
Then I start.
Well, that's useful.
I move into the big room. Just the door, and look up.
Yeah, and you look up and you see a small sort of tunnel, which at a little bit of an angle, it's hard to make out, but you can kind of see a little bit of Burlock.
And just to screw with everybody, I call out, "Echo!" Before running back.
And no one responds.
Echo, echo, echo.
As it comes through all the little hatches.
Oh, God.
Yeah, from different directions. It's very strange.
Oh, that's terrible and creepy.
You're welcome.
Don't remember saying thank you.
I make
That's
my
gold.
way back. So yeah.
Way back up.
That's one way
Wherever
to
we
figure
are.
things out. All right, so that leads there, and this leads to a chamber with lots of crystals. Right.
I need to write a diagram for this place.
I've already started brainstorming one. If you want to, we can go over it.
I think we're going to have to.
So I think we need to start looking, and when we're in each room, we need to start looking up to find these hatches. But either way, what we've just done here, I believe, is just taking away maybe the security.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it.
Because
the bugs?
The bugs probably could have came after us in all these other rooms.
Yeah.
So, yay us. Shall we go to the big room now?
Sure. Do we want to risk jumping through?
I doubt that would be a good
and
idea.
I gesture to the door.
Let's go to use gravity how it's supposed to be.
Pursuing gravity.
It's so tempting. It's so tempting.
Let's use gravity how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
This is really confusing.
Yeah, no, I won't do it. But it's
Before
tempting.
we leave the room, can I do an inspection?
I
to see
will.
if I can
And
find anything?
Ava just
Oh no.
jumps down.
No. That's not good.
And then at the bottom, she falls, and then 3-point landings. And
Superhero landing.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, monk slow fall.
Yeah.
Just see you down here.
I can do a
And then
quick
she starts to walk.
inspection of the room, see if there's anything interesting in here.
Wait, where are you going? Where is she walking to?
And I'll meet you back in the room we teleported.
Just a thought.
Wait, isn't she in the room where we teleport? Oh, wait, she went down that one. She could have just gone down this one.
Yeah,
Could have been deep before.
she could have done. Ava's a little impulsive.
Just slightly, just a little tiny bit.
All right. I'm going to start making my way back.
I see
Using
nothing.
gravity. The proper way.
Investigation. No, there doesn't seem to be anything unusual in this room. The only thing is the weird gravity and once again, the crystal in the middle.
Yep. Well, I make my way back down the rest.
Wonder if he.
I'll just click and drag you.
Just wondering if you could open some water in the middle and see which direction it goes.
Right.
So
Well, that room has...
Yeah, let's not go back there.
let's go this way.
That room
Big
has
one?
a teleportation sigil as well.
No, that'll swimming, and I'm not as good with swimming as Dale would, as Reservoir would be.
You're doing that a lot tonight.
I know. I've been doing it a lot.
I mean, I'm less concerned about the water and more about what's potentially in it. So yeah, I mean, you have my vote to go into the larger room.
Do we need your permission, did we?
I said you
Quiet.
had my vote, not my permission.
We don't have your permission?
You have my vote. I believe that permission would be implied, although what I meant
Just
what
go
I
get
was
in there.
trying
Move.
to say was that you certainly don't.
Kicks Warwick. Get
You're
it.
blocking the way.
It's bigger than we thought, and there might be some other places.
You see a large room filled with rubble. And now you're in. The rubble is piled up against one wall. And not just against the floor of the wall, but up the wall as well. To your left, you see more vegetation, including a small rocky outcropping where what looks like a spring is trickling water, pouring down into a waterfall before flowing down. And where, although the grass and the vegetation, and in fact the river, seem to abruptly stop, the water continues to flow from there onto the stone, down a small incline here, before wandering off into a hole in the wall here. You see a large flight of stairs opposite you, leading up to a more cavernous area, and a smaller flight of stairs leading up to your right. To your left. Right. So yeah, right.
Gardening first, just to see if it's freaky.
If it's the same as the other one before, do you see those flowers that you saw before?
I don't enter. I go to this section here. Do I notice the same kind of vegetation as the room before?
Does appear to be so, yes.
Yeah.
Make
It's
another.
like there's too
Make
much.
another perception check.
Okay, perception.
Now you're having another closer look. Yeah, no, it's weird.
Do you need a book?
Yep, nope. Vegetation's still weird.
Does the water, sort of looking at where it runs off into that hole, does it appear to still have that same sort of viscous nature?
Mike, can't hear you. Can't hear you,
It does, yeah. It appears to be flowing kind of slowly.
Yeah.
Don't cross the
Again,
streams.
it's leaving behind this slimy trail on the stones near it.
So it starts up the top here, runs down, and then it pretty much bisects the entire room. Where so
Maybe it's
actually
something.
It's not a deep river. There's a little bit of erosion into the stone itself, but for the most part, it's just flowing on the surface.
Okay.
And in fact, up closer towards the water, there's kind of like a wet puddle where instead of just flowing straight down, it kind of spreads out a bit. But there is a main stream which flows down.
Okay, because where I am right now, does that constitute being in the water, or am I outside the water?
You're not. You're in like a shallow puddle.
Okay.
Which barely comes up beyond like the first centimeter of your boots.
Okay.
Hello, Derail
since-
Justice. Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. Hi, everybody coming in.
Hey.
Thank you. Welcome to us doing a dungeon crawl in a MC Escher painting, pretty much.
And trying to find out all of the mysterious magical things going on here. Could it be not that the water is actually thicker, but that it's just moving slower if things are weird with time here? I don't know how I would test that.
Drinking the liquid.
Just make a list of running theories.
It doesn't seem so.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
there's a easy to see the difference between viscosity and like
Yeah.
you can tell when something's in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't appear to be that.
Okay. Good to know. I just wanted to. Everything's so weird here. I hate it and I love it.
Drink the water. You know you want to.
No. By no means do I want to do that.
There's a
No.
pool over there. You can go for a swim.
Not in this water. If it were purified water, most certainly. There's something seriously wrong with it. I don't want to mess with. Does the water glow, or is that just an easier way to see it on the map?
It's, hard to tell. It's kind of doesn't appear to be glowing necessarily.
All right. Let me carefully
There's a
step
faint
over
effervescence, but you're not sure
crossed
if
the
that's
stream.
just the natural. You're not sure if that's just the glow of the water reflecting the light or not.
I'm gonna start walking around. I'm gonna go see if there's anything going down. Is that water flowing into something? Or is it just ending?
There's like a hole in the rock it flows into. It's a tiny hole.
When we were in the other plant room, was the water coming down from the ceiling at all? Or was it just
Which
there?
room?
The room with a ton of plants that were all overgrown.
No, it was just.
It was just there?
It was just a stationary fountain. There wasn't any flow to it.
Oh,
Well, water flows down. Maybe These stairs.
The stairs went up.
Let's go up.
Let's go up.
This one's?
Hi, Reservoir. We're going up.
These ones. These ones. Wait. Do these ones go? Where are we going?
They both go up.
They both go up.
Oh.
Can I, while they're debating which stairs to go up, can I have a quick look at the rubble and see if it's from the same room or any identifying marks? Mike,
You can use your stonemasons. So
Yep.
yeah, roll an intelligence modifier and add 8.
okay.
23. It does appear to be rock of the same room. Again, it's that same kind of fractal pattern in the rock as before, but this time it's all kind of broken up and shattered. Again, you kind of keep
So
yourself
it's the
from
same
looking too
kind of rock
deeply.
from earlier, and all
Yeah.
these chambers we've been walking
It
through
is.
is all fractal rock.
You don't really see it unless you look
Yeah.
closely.
Okay.
But you know, it's a little frightening because the closer you look, there appear to be more gaps in the rock than rock itself, which makes you wonder how you're walking on it.
Yeah. No. This.
Like, it's very disquieting.
Yeah, and Burlock just shivers, doing the heebie-jeebies. First off, flying insects now, unnatural rock and unnatural water, unnatural fauna. This whole place is unnatural. I don't like it.
Yeah. It's better than hell. Well, kind of.
At least things in hell have a reason to be hellish for a reason. It's hell, but this is just unnatural.
It's a nice change. There's less heat. Less things trying to kill us. By not much, but just a little bit.
More safe places to rest.
Wow, until we die.
I mean,
Or until
once we're dead, we can rest all we want.
Let's jump over the river and over the creek and join the Reservoir over there and see what's up there.
Sure.
May as well.
Looks-
Big grand staircase.
I'm just suspicious of this staircase over here because that water is flowing somewhere. I think it flows over there, but it's fine.
Either way, I walk across the river gingerly because Burlock's not having a good day.
Just jump over it. Think.
Nope.
It's not very wide. It's like
It's like a
you
it's
could
like a
easily
trickle,
just step.
yeah,
Yeah, you could easily step over it.
which is what Burlock does.
Reservoir, what's up there?
You look over. You see a doorway. A grand doorway made of this dark steel metal and ruins of pillars in and around this doorway as well, with glowing green energy within.
A lot of light.
And below you see in the chasm, if you care to take a peek, you see more of those crystals. A lot more of those crystals.
Good light, bad
Is
light?
there? Is that? All light is bad light here.
Good point.
Is there water in there as well as the crystals?
Don't see any water now.
Okay, I just didn't know what the green stuff I was.
The green stuff you see on
This
the
sort of
floor are. It's like the ground itself is. It's like veins of ore, but the ore is the same glowing green crystal.
Yeah, a lot of that crystal that we saw in the sort of experimentation chamber.
The bad stuff, gotcha.
Yeah. But there is appears to be another teleportation orb as well as a doorway over there. But the doorway seems to be glowing and the teleportation orb is by a bunch of glowing stuff, and that bridge doesn't look particularly stable.
Perhaps we could jump it?
You can jump 20 feet?
I can.
I mean, I'd like to see that. Go ahead. Good luck.
Yeah, but then I'd be the only one over there.
Well, then you solved the problem for us, wouldn't you?
Couldn't you just jump back?
Yeah, but I'd still be... No. No. Oh, bug
So
it.
for once you have sense.
I run and jump.
Oh no, I provoke.
I would like you to make an athletics check.
No.
Let me look up the 5e long jump rules.
Oh god.
You can jump as far as your in feet as your strength score with a running jump.
Long jump. Number of feet up to your strength score. What is your strength score?
20.
So you could jump 20 feet. Which would land you there. 5, 10, 15. Which would land... Yeah, so you would go 5, 10, 15, 20. Would you like to reconsider your course of action?
Yes, because I've also used my my Misty Step for the day. No, if I can hold on to the side, I'll try. Athletics?
Oh god.
This ain't gonna work well.
This is committing, I guess.
Let's make it a dex save.
Can I say if I
Oh, that's a reconsider then.
if I start to see him fall, I'm gonna turn him into a bird.
That's a reconsider. If it's a dex save, it's a total reconsider.
Yeah, but you committed.
Yeah, I'm committed.
You did commit.
Yeah. If I start to see him fall, I'm turning him into a bird.
Okay.
Feather fall to have him die faster, slower.
I'm turning him into a bird.
All right. Warwick, you grossly underestimate the length of this chasm and your ability to jump in heavy plate armor, and you don't even get close to reaching the other side, and you start to plummet. And Reservoir,
Are you willing?
Are you willing to be a target
Yeah.
of polymorph? Reservoir, roll a d20.
Yep. That's my life. Give me just a second. Gotta pull up the sheet.
You gotta take some risk.
Warwick, you are... What kind of bird is Warwick?
A flightless
I
bird.
want it to be a little embarrassing, so I'm gonna turn him into like the teeniest, tiniest little hummingbird.
Suddenly your heartbeat races, your arms are fluttering rapid ultra speed wings, and you have a very long beak on the front of your face, and you're a hummingbird.
Awesome.
And with all the intelligence or lack thereof that comes with being a hummingbird.
So about normal.
You're pretty stupid.
I started looking around. It's like,
all right.
If they could understand me, I'm saying, I told you I could make it. But I started investigating.
I don't think that you're smart enough to think. This isn't beast shape. You don't have your consciousness. Like, you can vaguely, like, know, but you're dumb.
So, how's it different from normal?
You have... Let me just look up bird stat blocks.
Bad.
What kind of... Is there any stat blocks for a raven?
Raven, eagle, crow.
Raven. Yeah, you have an intelligence of 2.
Yeah.
A little bit
Ravens
higher
are
than
actually
usual.
intelligent birds. I'd say you're probably more a 1.
I'm gonna try and start. I mean, all of my rations are crap, but I'm still gonna try and bribe the hummingbird over. With them.
Are you trying to Disney princess this hummingbird?
I don't know what else to do. He's over there now.
There's a hatch above. Is the hatch on this side or on the other side?
It's above. It's above
It's
you.
on this side.
I
this
guess
side. It's
like,
in the middle.
what-
It's actually above the chasm.
Damn.
Oh, great. So
Tune in next week to find out where Warwick comes in.
As you're watching, though, you're kind of like trying to usher. You're trying to usher Hummingbird Warwick back over to your side, and then some movement catches your eye.
fuck.
In the doorway, there's like some ramparts at the top, and you see a figure, a humanoid figure, poke its head above the parapet. And this individual looks like his skin, hair, and bare chest are a glowing blue, sheen-like effervescence. He looks like he is composed of light, and there is this strange alien movement to him as he kind of just watches you.
Yeah, that's enough
Staring.
Is
Fly
he
back.
watching the bird or
He
all
kind of
us?
like his eyes just kind of like dart between them at a rapid pace. And how about we have a look at what this thing looks like?
Do we have to?
Yes.
But that's enough for me to fly back.
Yeah, there we go. Nope. Why is it not letting me control Z?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's Shift Z, sorry.
Okay, that's a weird one.
Look like the ghosts that we've been seeing.
But more blue and more alive,
And
if that's the thing.
kind of watches you. And then it kind of turns and darts away. And before you even can blink, it's gone.
That is probably not good.
Yeah, let's just we bothered him when he was bathing. It's a bad idea to bother people when they're in the bathroom. So let's just get out of here.
And as soon as Warwick is a little bit further away from the edge, of course, while he's still in the air, I'll drop polymorph.
Clang, 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 clang.
Echo.
The sound of the armor crashing on the floor echoes throughout this large space.
Not my wisest move.
And then you see from beneath your feet light, which you kind of look, and where the stairs end and the rock begins, the light is abruptly cut off. Like it's coming, like the light just comes from like, it looks like it would be coming from the room you've just left, but it's spilling into the room you're currently in, the big ruined room, but cut off, like the doors and the vegetation. And you hear start to hear screams and whispers and chatters and horrific noises that just gradually start getting louder.
Let's get out of here.
Yep, I'm already gone.
Mordenkainen's bedroom.
As you are running, at the point you reach past the point you kind of hit the river, appearing out of nowhere, just like through the empty space, like as if it had run through nothingness and just gradually, bit by bit, appeared in this room. You see a formless mass of blinding white light. A writhing shape of... And then inside the light you see an arm twist out and then disappear, and a leg, and then another, and you swear you see like a mouth open and gaping and screaming. You see this writhing monstrosity, a big gargantuan behemoth of blinding, radiant, twisting flesh, and it just... as
Do
it
I have time
screams
to
at
take
you
out one of...
in your direction.
Oh god.
And we are going to
Can
end the session there.
Oh my god.
Oh!
That looks absolutely disgusting.
Right. That's terrifying.
The light is not our friend,
I
everybody.
accidentally made it disappear. Now let's bring it back, shall we? Let's
Okay,
do
it's
this.
okay. I got an idea.
The
We're not gonna
token
die.
is smaller than the thing. Oh, that's funny. I'm terrified,
Oh,
but that's
God.
funny.
We're all
It's a custom
going to
token.
die.
What is this thing?
Oh god.
It's bad no matter what. So,
Say
Yay.
hello. Say hello to the Firelight Behemoth.
Oh
Behemoth.
god. Well, you know,
A monster of my own creation.
Oh man. Oh.
we came to find
Well,
something, and we found something.
guys, I got 2 spell slots left.
Got some healing, but that's about it. So,
I
yay.
have a lot of the Staff of Healing.
So we'll do our outros. So, Lorian, if would you like to start yours, because this is your creation.
Hello, I'm Lorian Ross, and I have been your DM for tonight. And you thought you have just begun to dip your toes in this dungeon, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh yeah, plugging things.
Yes.
I am on Twitter at SkyBlueShanks, soon to be changed to Lorian Ross. Find me on SoundCloud, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, all your streaming services under the name Lorian Ross. Also check me on Audius, which is I'm going to be plugging that more because it is a platform which is owned by the musicians, and it's all, without the... It's supposed to be like this platform where you own the music and it's all community run and there's no big suits or record labels getting in the way, which is a nice idea which I want to try and encourage people to check out. So, Audius. And yeah, you can find me here on this channel doing dungeoning, dungeon mastering this adventure, and also as Azzy, the Kobold Sorcerer for Extinction Curse, Circus of the Broken Chain. Yeah. I'll be doing a bit of streaming in the coming days, twitch.tv/Lorian Ross, making some music. I've been tempted to stream the creation process for this, but I don't really want to give anything away, so I'll be streaming some music. But yeah, that's me.
MLP?
Oh, okay, me next. Hi, I'm MrLiveProducer. I've been playing your terrified of insects Barbarian Ranger Burlock Unguard. And you can normally catch me on twitch.tv/MrLiveProducer, where I've finally got the things I was missing for the room, which I've actually got curtain roof racks for the curtains now, so I can actually start doing a lot quicker setups for my VR streaming. And yeah, that's about it, really. And you can catch me here on Tuesdays, where we're just about to start doing Masks of Nyarlathotep in about 2 or 3 weeks once all the overlays are set up and everything else. And that's scaring the bejeebus out of me as well. So, yay, scary.
Fantastic. Del?
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I've been playing Reservoir, the Water's Genasi Sorcerer. who could have stood to make some better decisions today, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. I take back everything I said about not being scared we were gonna die at the beginning of this session. And that's all I got. I'm here when we play this game, and also for Extinction Curse as well. So check that out next week for sure.
At the same time.
Yes. Same time, same day.
Will?
Yes. Hey, everybody. My name is Will. I play Ashe the Fire Giant, the Artificer. Today is a lot of tension. And then now it's finally released from the sweet grip of life. We're going to die next time for sure. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode today. And I hope everyone has a great day and a great night. And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, it's my turn, and I still haven't got a place to raid. The one place we did raid, they were saying, like, the screen was like, we're on break, so we're not raiding, unfortunately. So hi, my name is Karsh Goblin. Thanks for coming in. Tomorrow, we're not having our weekly TTRPG book club. We are going to actually have a look at Tailspire, which should be released now. Hopefully, yes, that person is on. There's a few people on, but I was going to go elsewhere. But so yes, hopefully we're going to have a look at that. It was supposed to be released like a few hours back. I haven't been able to check Steam. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. Tailspire is essentially a dungeon mapping. It just came out of Kickstarter, and I've been really looking forward to it because I missed the Kickstarter because I didn't have monies at the time. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow, hopefully. We have Extinction Curse next week. We have Call of Cthulhu stuff next week. We also have A Guard's Tale next week as well. So we've got a lot of stuff happening on the channel. We're building more and more and more. Thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you, the raid. To our justice, it's always appreciated. Thinking that we're good enough to share your community with. It's very much appreciated. So we're going to raid Hidakiri Chibi. She streams with us. She's an amazing artist, very chill. She specializes in bespoke character creations, which is also her website, Bespoke CC. And just a really nice, chill streamer, lovely individual. She's been with us for just a little bit under a year now, but just really amazing. So that's who we're going to raid, because why not? Can we get some Syrinscape grim music, please, while we do our credits? And that's what we're going to have done. I'll just get the raid up. So again, thank you everybody for coming in. We'll be back next week with some circus with this group, which will be really fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.